this one, bear with us. Sorry, we're just getting everything started, and we don't have a proper 5-minute countdown intro thing yet.
Actually, this is your time to roast us. How we do? Hey, Mom, how we doing?
Yeah, right. Is everything all right? Everything okay? Oh, we're getting buzz confirmations that we are live, so that's great. Okay, so welcome. We are brand new. We are Wizards and Wine. Wizards and Wine, however, is not brand new. Wizards and Wine has been around for a couple of years, and I used to play them with a group of girls back in Halifax. We still do play together. But what I really wanted to do was to bring a Vegas element of Wizards and Wine together. Found some amazing people to put around my table. Some faces are familiar and some of them are brand new. We're playing The Wild Beyond the Witchlight, which I'm very excited about. Both tables are playing through it. Decisions and actions of one group will have an impact on the game for the other group. So we'll see what the girls got into last week for you guys this week. There were some things that happened.
Jordan, I'm looking at you.
So I thought to get started, we should just go around the table. I don't think we need to go into like class and race and all of that stuff for your character. I think that's a fun thing to kind of discover as we go along. But I'm going to start here with Roger. Just let us know a little bit about your character and how they arrived at the Witchlight Carnival. I'm going to put you on the spot.
Damn, it's almost like somebody did that to you earlier.
So weird, right? Roger?
Crazy how these things work. My character is Trix. He is originally from the Feywild and wound up through some unfortunate events, or fortunate events, depends on how it works out, on the prime material plane, and he has very early on in his trip to the prime material plane was at the Wildlight, and he lost some stuff because he snuck in like everybody else, and he doesn't know which way to go now. So he's back.
Yeah, sneaking into the Witchlight Carnival is a no-no. Yeah, as everybody at this table, well, else your characters have learned. Robbie, tell us a little bit about your character.
Yes, I am a turtle, one of the world's most profound artists that has lost his ability to be profound and or an artist. That is what I've lost on sneaking into the Witchlight Carnival early. You're going to see a very nice rotund, definitely enjoys his port and his grog with an invisible servant. He's constantly trying to find, because he knows it's within him to be an artist, but for years now, because I was a child when I lost my ability to do the thing that I was put on this earth to do. So now I'm trying to find the story behind the story and regain some of that popularity. It's completely deserved. My hat is the hat of your dreams. Accept it. This is truth. I'm also a turtle folk, if that helps you. Large beard, with a bit of jewelry that hangs down odd pieces. You do see a quill and a piece of parchment that does hover around me constantly. That'd be my invisible servant.
Yeah.
Trying to write
Scribe.
trying to write down the words that do fall upon all of death ears.
And you're really big.
Oh, yes. Yes, I carry my house with me. And that would be, Bevy Longdrink.
Okay. Sean, tell us about your character.
Okay, my character is Divot. He comes from a town in Shadowfell called the Esmasari. The town priest is foretold that one day he'd become very useful to the Raven Queen. So he's kind of been privateering and just mucking about, if you will,
Sure.
to try to find what he's looking for to one day join the Queen's Court.
Nice. Okay.
Trix.
Colin, tell us a little bit about your character.
So Les is my character's name, and he...
L-E-S-S?
One S, yes.
L-E-S.
But he grew... Close enough. But he grew up in a religious order and has been sent on an assignment. And that is why he is at the Witchlight Carnival.
Okay. Perfect. And my new BFF.
Hey.
And cohort when it comes to running social media for Wizards and Wine. Thrilled to have her with us. Mandy, tell us a little bit about your character.
Hello. So my character's name is Amaryllis, or Mary for short. And her parents owned a pharmaceutical company, and they participated in things that she found very unethical. So there was an event that happened, so she no longer associates with them and does everything in her power to stand up for the little guy, so who may or may not have a voice depending on who you're talking to.
Right. And may or may not be Olaf, who is currently...
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
I look over and I just see Olaf's eyes over top of the thing.
Right.
He will be playing the part of my mouse.
Yeah.
Perfectly cast. And the Oscar goes to...
Yeah. Sir Olaf the Brave of Henderson.
Very similar position that he obtained at the last session.
Oh yeah, session 0. We're
Yeah.
buddies.
Okay, so a couple of things. Last episode, I did misspeak on one thing that we do need to kind of retcon a little bit. I said that when people came into the carnival, they grew the wings. That's not accurate. When you go into the carnival after you've purchased and you have your ticket, they give you a set of butterfly wings for you to wear.
So we get them too?
So everybody gets them, yes.
Nice.
So...
Wings.
That'll go good.
That was I had all intentions of going to like the dollar store to buy wings for everybody. That's as far as the thought went. At least for this week. It may happen next week. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But when we left off, you all had discovered that there is a kind of a benefactor who has, in a roundabout way, put this group together. And her name is Eliwick Tumblestrom. And when you guys came to the ticket counter, Nicholas Midnight, the crotchety goblin with his spyglass and hearing horn, you guys approached, and you had another woman, a high elf, come over and whisper a little something to Nicholas, and his eyes got quite big, and he kind of disappeared underneath the counter for a second, and when he came back up, he had that wooden box that had the inlay of the silver key on the top, and when he opened it up, he called out names, and everybody got your Witchlight tickets. Just a reminder as well, all of the rides and some of the events and smaller happenings in the carnival cost you a punch on your ticket, and you have 8 punches available on your ticket, so just keep that in mind as you're going about and doing all of your things. Some things may even get you a punch back on your ticket, so
Punch me ticket, punch me die.
yeah.
I'm so glad I chose couponer as one of my specialties.
Who knew Groupon would be so handy? First ride is free.
Fantasy group.
So, and my ticket, we have just walked in, and now that we have that information.
That's correct, yeah. So you guys have walked in, and the half elf, I believe she introduced herself. Do you remember? I can't remember.
Think so?
Let's pretend that she didn't. She introduced herself
I'll
as
start taking
Rain.
notes.
Rain, spelt like a king or queen's reign. She works at the Witchlight Carnival. She, however, already has a group that she's taking through the carnival. You see a satyr, which is interesting to your character, Roger.
I nudge him. So I don't know about goat people. Is that an attractive goat lady? The readers want to know, honestly. You have this? William, yes?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? How would I know?
I have to get to know her first.
Oh, it's a personality base. That's fantastic. Is that true with all of it? So not skinny legs, or that it has too much hair, or hair in the right place, or
Generally.
oh, not hair in the wrong place, though. I mean, that's pretty much universal. I had hairy toes for years and couldn't get an egg laid for. I don't even want to tell you.
That seems like a terrible situation.
Yes. Well,
How many eggs have you?
I
laid?
don't lay the eggs. You've
But
seen
you
the
said you
beard.
hadn't laid an egg in
well, no, I
years.
mean, like, it's like it's a 1-2 combination. You have to convince somebody to have you help with the process.
So you had somebody help you with laying your eggs.
I believe I've gone
Divot,
too
as this
far.
conversation is happening, give me a perception check, please. Carry on, gentlemen. Carry on. We're just doing some side business.
Yeah, that's fine. Let's see what we got.
So, no problem. Just scroll down on your abilities there, and you should see one for perception.
Scroll up. There you go.
Yeah.
Down near the bottom.
And it is an alphabetical order that
Yeah.
will
Right
help.
here.
Yeah. And you just click on, I believe it's the number to the side.
Yep. So that'll roll it digitally for you. And if you wanted to make that yourself, just so you can see the difference, you use a D20 and then add the plus.
Got
Yeah.
it.
Okay. Okay. So that's a 7. Okay. So you see the other.
Go on.
Have you been playing with butter again?
I'm acting like this, okay? I didn't realize I was a dolphin and a turtle at the same
Okay.
time.
All right. Okay, so as you guys are having your conversation and trying to figure out if the female satyr is attractive,
I mean, it's, generally speaking, it's quite interesting.
Divot, part of the conversation that you're hearing from not these guys, but from the group with the Minotaur, the Harengon, with little rabbit folk, and the other satyr, the satyr seems to be complaining about having greasy knees because of an ointment that the Harengon sold her. So, like, there's something weird going on with that group. There definitely seem to be pretty eccentric as far as people at a carnival. Like, why would you be talking about greasy knees? That's really weird. But they all kind of get herded off in a direction with rain. So now the way is clear. You have people who are kind of queue behind you, getting ready to go and check out some of the attractions. So, oh crap, I didn't open that. Hang on. Bear with me for just a quick
How
second.
big are your eggs when you lay them?
I don't lay the actual egg. I don't want to
That's
tell
what
you
you
what I
said.
do to them, but there's a process that's involved.
Why don't you want to tell us what you do to them?
Well, it's
Thank you. I was going to
well,
ask that.
okay. So when a boy turtle likes a girl turtle, and I believe that conversation.
Mr. Turtle, I didn't know that you guys grew hair.
Yes, it starts with barnacles. This is actually a seaweed mesh that we convince itself to become more hair-like. If I was to shave, I would just be taking off the barnacles themselves and beginning with my face again. I am more of a, you've seen some of my brethren, they're a little bit more sunny-faced, if you will. I'm more of a snapping turtle, yes.
And
But
you
you couldn't
grow
get 'em
that
off
on
your
your
toes?
toes?
Well, when one is in the Sword Coast, one goes with the ideas of it, and I used to, I think I'd get to know each of you a little bit more before I tell that particular tale.
Does it involve an attractive goat?
No, that's not why I was asking the question.
Does it involve an attractive turtle?
Yes, it does.
Fantastic.
Yes, it does. Shelley, she was fantastic. And Shelley's now part of a backstory.
Yep. You just go ahead and keep that note.
Shelley.
So you asked Trist this, but what makes an attractive turtle?
Oh, large about it is the conforms of the shell itself. Does it accentuate the natural presence of their arms? You got to remember, it's a house that we're wearing, so it's like, curb appeal. Yeah, it's very nice. I mean, you can spruce some things up. It's a hard structure. There's even the youth, which I find to be very daring and strong. They're piercing it. It's fantastic. Literal ornate things that clamp onto the shells.
And
I
that's
think.
where the barnacles come in as well.
Well, it's a modern day twist, if you will. I mean, the blacksmiths are making a complete fortune on it. But
I've seen painted, never pierced.
oh yes, you could. There's also there's warrior turtles, some that only use their hands. Are very very mystical. I don't understand it because we don't move very fast, but they seem to do well.
Is that what you consider landscaping?
Of course, I mean, like when you take off.
The buddy alarm.
Sorry, so many.
Yeah, we're going to take 5
Yeah.
while the
My mom doesn't need to take
dogs
care of my
freak
dog
out.
and a stranger.
Whether you're looking for fun, a place to start a business, or somewhere to raise a family, look no further than Palmetto City. The Lore Corporation. Better designs for a better world.
Live acquisition, Hydro Sapien, full force authorized.
I was the one who could tell that you had potential. I pointed them towards you because you could see this for the tragedy that it is. And if you're willing to make sure that these kind of tragedies don't keep happening, tragedies that could have happened if the Lore Corporation got powers it could never control, then you'll hear me out. This American Monster. A Monster of the Week actual play from This American Dice. Whatever you think you signed up for, kid. You signed up for way more than you can handle. This American Monster, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast from This American Dice. Listen in every Thursday and check us out on thisamericandice.com.
Okay. We didn't need a whole 5 minutes. The dog situation is now under control. Okay, guys. So we are looking at a digital version of the map here, just for people on the stream. So we just seem to be staring off into space. It's not what's happening. We are actually looking at a thing. These are all of the things that you can go to in the Witchlight Carnival. There's games that you can check out. There's a plethora of rides. And like I said, in our session 0, the more you experience and the more you do, the more you're going to know.
Can we get a little zoom in there? Because even from my distance, I can't. Yeah, there we go. At least I can read it now. All right. Well, I mean,
Lost property.
where's the other group headed?
Calliope.
Are they headed in a certain direction?
You just saw, yes, you saw them head down this way.
All right.
Yeah, they headed like kind of to the south on the map.
Bubble pot. All right.
Bubble pot, teapot.
So is the bubble pot teapot a ride or a game?
It is a ride.
Well,
So there's no actual tea.
well, we could find out, and your name is Lewis. No. Amaryllis.
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 You could call her Mary for short.
Mary.
Like the Shinedown song.
That's true, yes.
Mary. I mean, like, we could find out. Could use a spot of something. I mean, I always have a little bit of extra to add in, but yes, I could use a ride. Is it one of those spinny things? What do we
I
see?
guess we have to.
You do see the people. You see, excuse me. So as people go into this ride, you see them go in a door at the bottom of the teapot. You also see a bunch of goblins who are like kicking back, drinking from mismatched teacups and saucers. Like if nothing matches, a lot of it has chips out of it, all that kind of stuff. But once you go inside the door, a couple of seconds later, people come out of the spout of the teapot in a giant bubble and float over the carnival.
Divot, you seem to be the smallest. Would you like to go with me in a bubble?
Yes.
Right.
Sounds like a good time, especially after your conversation.
Yes, you also seem to be, more dexterous than the rest of us. Is that something you do as a occupation?
You could say that.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. I'm just always the The,
The
writing, that's it.
quills just starts
yeah,
noting
right, yeah,
things.
right, yeah, in the back.
Okay.
What is the turtle character's name? I'm sorry.
Oh, Bevy.
Bevy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, of course. I should have known.
The drink.
Long drink.
I very seriously.
if I wasn't on the nose enough, yeah.
I very seriously look into Bevy's eyes, reach out and touch her shoulder, and cast guidance. Good luck, son.
I feel 5 years younger. Let's do this, divots. To the bubble.
Okay. So,
Can it be done in pairs?
well,
We're going to find out.
we'll get to that. So, a 20-foot tall teapot rests on a wooden platform. Its painted surface whirring with moving images of flying dragons, breathing streams of bubbles instead of fire and smoke. A door at the base of the teapot allows entry into its interior. Those who emerge from the spout are enclosed in a bubble that detaches and floats off across the carnival. 7 goblins sit around the platform sipping tea from mismatched porcelain teacups.
All right. They're more your size. Perhaps you can have a stronger relationship with them. I don't know. Do we ask them for entry or?
Do you approach the goblins?
So, yeah, I'll approach the goblins and start a discussion.
Sure. Okay. So one of the goblins puts his tea down,
You're doing good.
I do that.
hands it over to one of his buddies. Like, here, hold this for a second. I got to get up and somebody's coming and bothering me trying to drink my tea. He gets up and he says, "Oh, hello there. Do you want to go for a ride in my teapot?
Yes.
That's one ticket punch, you know."
Can we go together? He seems to be a lot more. I mean, like, if I fall, I may break like an egg.
There he goes, the eggs again.
The goblin
It's
looks.
completely different. All right, enough with the eggs.
The goblin looks
Break an egg.
very confused and turns around and goes, "Harry, did you hear these 2 chaps want to go in the bubble together?" "I know. No."
No, I guess it'll just be you, my friend. You go first. Don't
So-
worry, though. I'm going to completely choreograph all of your either amazing abilities or failures.
So he punches each of your tickets. So you now have 1. So write it down somewhere on
I'm
your
watching
stuff.
him first. I want to see what happens.
Okay. But you're both going to go inside
Yes.
together, okay?
Bevy the Brave.
He introduces himself as,
Not exactly.
he goes, "Oi, my name is Trecklewise. Fancy to meet you here. Witchlight Carnival. Have you been before?"
Treckle-wise or Checkle-wise?
Treckle.
Checkle the goblin.
He's wearing bright yellow pants.
Is the party with them as well? Like, are we watching this happen?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, both me and my compatriot have joined your wonderful merry band of misfits once, but we weren't invited. This time, though, we have a ticket, but I didn't go on a ride. Did you go on a ride last time?
I did not go on a ride last time.
Oh, so you have not had the full Witchlight Carnival experience then? Yeah?
What would you say that is?
Oh, it's magic and wonder. It is fun and silliness.
I cast like sparks, like I cast prestidigitation and like shoot sparks out, like woo.
Yes. The goblin just stands
Oh.
back a little bit further, kind of like sinks down into his hips, and he's like, "Yeah, I did that."
Very good. Did you do the Spock thing? It was fantastic. Well, those are wonderful adjectives that I'm going to steal for later of one of my posts, but do we get a good view of the carnival if we take?
Well, yes, of course you're going to go up into the air. You're going to get an aerial view of the whole place. It's not a bad place to start, to be honest.
No.
You'll be able to decide which way you want to go.
I'm a little bit on the hefty side, and your bubbles seem to be a little bit on the thin side.
And he goes, "Just wait a minute." And he turns around and he looks, and you see a minotaur
Fantastic.
come out of the spout of the teapot.
Body positive teapots. Yes, this is going to be a wonderful subject.
It looks like they can do double bubbles.
Well, apparently they can't. I was just told
No.
that I couldn't
It's a
ride with
bubble
them.
in a bubble for big people like you.
Oh, yes. Very nice.
Reinforced.
All right. Well,
Just watch pointy things.
yeah, right.
Oh,
Oh,
pop it.
shit. I have to hide that one piercing. All right. Well, Divot, I think that you'll survive if you fall better than I will, so...
So you first then.
Yes.
All right, no problem. So he brings you over and he sets you, or not sets you, he has you step onto this platform. It's kind of like a bowl that they have you stand in. And as you're standing there, you see this film kind of completely surround you. And the next thing you know, you start to float. And as you float, more and more of the film is kind of breaking away until you're just left in this enclosed bubble. And once that finally happens, you see like the hole that you're about to go through. And as you're coming up to pop out of there, everything kind of squeezes down together. So it gets really tight for a second and you're like, yeah, oh my God, what is happening right now? Am I going to get through this? And then all of a sudden you're like shot out of the top of it and you're shot up like 20 feet into the air. And I would like you to give me a acrobatics check.
That should be pretty good.
What'd you get?
15.
15? All right. With a 15, you figure out very quickly how to steer your bubble.
Yep.
So you're able to kind of master it and take it to different parts of the carnival and float over different things in different directions.
Like a hamster
And I'm
wheel?
still by myself completely, right?
Yeah, you're totally by yourself. Yeah.
And I'm going wee in glee. The whole time.
That's great.
Love it. All right. So for Bevy, same situation.
So you squeeze through that top, you say?
Well, you don't think you'll fit.
I saw a Minotaur fit through that. All right.
Didn't even snag a horn on that Minotaur. We're quite proud.
I start stretching a little bit. And
Bevy, you look very squeezable to me.
well, yes, cuddly's really more of the word, but yes, fine. And I just put my hands straight up and I go like, I'm ready.
All right.
I look
Same
at Mary and
situation.
Les. This should be really good.
So same
Dragging
situation.
My pipe as I because now it's in between my teeth because my hands are straight up, so you get a big drag as the bubble comes around.
You're going to fill your bubble with smoke?
Well, I mean, like I'm an inventor of many things. They'll just catch on later.
All right. Yeah. No problem. All right. So you do the same thing. You step into this bowl, like kind of structure, and the film starts to surround you. And as it becomes detached from more things in the room, it creates that bubble and you start to float. But for you, instead of things kind of shrinking down to get tight, the very top of the teapot, the sprout thing, kind of like opens up. It kind of like balloons,
Oh, it's much better.
if you will.
You should have that on the pamphlet.
And you come out of it, and as it reaches, as you get past the part of your turtle shell that is the most thick, ample, it starts to close down again, and it's that action that kind of closes the rest of your bubble that might have been open from earlier. I would like you to give me that athletics check, please.
Yeah, it's not-
Sorry, acrobatics.
Oh, can it be athletics?
No, it has to be acrobatics.
If it's been within a minute, guidance would give you
Two.
And I'm
plus a
still in the air.
D4
Yeah.
if needed,
Oh, +4, right?
or plus a D4, and you can do that before or after.
A
your roll.
18 plus 2, dirty 20.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, it's like swimming. Oh, fantastic. I do this in the Galapagos all the time. Yes, you have to now put that in your book. Yeah, so-
Galapagos.
yeah. Sorry, it was the most... What popped in.
No problem. So, looking at the map, is there a particular part of the carnival that you're interested in making sure that you hover over?
Oh,
or
I'm following this guy.
Yeah.
I
Is there
mean,
anything particular?
I'm not a fighter. He looks like the biggest one in our group, so... By the way, we are instant friends.
Great.
I presume us three are just like watching.
Yeah.
the floor,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Trying to follow along.
Yeah.
Stay under.
And I'm currently like, ah!
No, it's with the like pretend you have flippers.
So,
Like-
so
Bevy can
I
do
want to
it better.
control it. I'm going to control it, and I'd like to try to do almost like a full lap and just kind of see as much as possible.
Okay.
So heading up towards, since we're in the bubble pot teapot, we're heading towards snail race, and then just kind of just
And then kind of follow that.
follow the contour.
Okay.
Nice. You just see me now. I'm playing and I'm like. I like
No
yours
problem.
as a hamster ball though. Like that's
Yeah,
the
it's
cool,
fun.
cool little juxtaposition.
I feel like I'm Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah, yeah. I love
In
it.
case they fall.
A good reference, man. I watched that movie so many times.
So
Fly the
good.
Navigator.
Sorry, I'm just trying to find a
Compliant.
thing. It'd be a really cool
Right,
thing if I could
compliant.
just.
Compliant. That is Slide in the Navigator, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, I want this
The little,
side.
what was that the little weird alien thing?
Oh yeah, right. That yes, so good.
All right. So as you float over towards where the big top is, like there are carnival barkers all through the Witchlight Carnival. People trying to get you to come and take part in their games or take part in their rides, all of that kind of stuff. And as you float over towards the big top extravaganza, you see this giant, like barrel-chested man, and he's wearing blue and white striped pants. He has like little red, like like wrestlers wear. Like I was going to call them underwear, or manties, or whatever, but spandex. Yeah. Onesie, kind of, yeah. And he has like the on the top, it's like the Andre the Giant,
So just
so just one strap.
Nice.
Yeah, that comes around. So like one nipple is always exposed, the other one makes an appearance once in a while. Like it's that kind of thing.
I'm so proud of you, wife. You just had a wrestling reference mixed with a nipple reference.
Yeah,
In one shot.
you're
So like
Very
very circus strong man.
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, and like he even has the curly mustache. He's bald. The one thing though that does seem a little bit weird is his forearms seem to be like weirdly long. Like think kind of like Popeye. I know his were big, but because they were so big, I always assumed they had to be a little bit weirdly constructed as well. And he's just standing out in the front, and he's the only one that you've seen from your vantage point in the sky that has like a big bullhorn with him. And it's like this huge cone that he's hollering through, and it has these stars and stuff all over the outside of the horn that he's using. And he's just saying, Big Top Extravaganza, tonight at midnight, we will crown the Witchlight Monarch. Will it be you? Will it be you? The biggest smile might be the one to win. So and that's, just kind of in passing, you hear that. But that's the one that kind of sticks out to you the most. Right. The one that's the most audible because he's using that big old horn there as well. So after about a minute, your bubble pops.
His or mine?
Both. After about a minute, your bubbles pop, and you.
Not okay. Yeah. Swim, not fly.
Yes.
Yeah, right?
No. So, wherever your bubble pops in the carnival, you're brought through the winds or the currents of the air, whatever you want to say is making this magic happen, kind of brings you back towards where the teapot ride started, and you are placed gently on the ground. You can land on your feet, you can land on your butt. It's entirely up to you, but it's a very gentle, dignified even landing from the teapot.
Well, we didn't die. It's good. It actually quite was. I overheard a little bit of conversation about the world's best smile becoming king of this whole area. Did you hear anything different, or?
I'm sorry.
No, you're okay.
I heard him talking about something at the Big Top. So
Big Top, I think is what it was.
Big smile at the big top.
big smile at the Big Top.
I'm not exactly good at this, and like it's like a freaking triangle, right? So I'm like my smile's about yay big, like yeah, like it gives.
Basically a beak.
Yes, I open clams this way.
I
Which
would like my face to contort into mostly mouth and smile.
Oh God.
Pardon me, sir, but that was terrifying.
I apologize. I convert back.
Yeah, right. But it would be nice to be friends with the king. Perhaps we should find out some more information about this. I mean, unless you want to check out a game. I mean, I don't.
Well, it's at midnight.
So we have all the time.
Yeah, this is it's just after like twilight. Like the sunset colors are still in the sky. It's still very, very early in the evening. And the Witchlight Carnival only opens at twilight and then closes at dawn, actually. But the monarch of the Witchlight Carnival is crowned at midnight.
Yes. Amarello, why don't you pick a game?
Okay.
By the way, the name's just always going to be wrong. Like, sorry, the first time it was wrong, so might as well just keep on.
I think she
Yeah.
said Mary.
Yeah, Barry. Yeah, right.
You can just call me Mary.
Oh yes, Barry. Right.
Barry.
Right on to the-
Okay.
Oh, and do we need to take down a ticket? Like, because we only have so many.
Yeah,
So
you
me
gotta
and him
track your
have.
punches.
Yep.
Okay.
Just keep track of it.
Okay, so I've used one.
We have a total of 8, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Oh, that's good to know. Maybe we shouldn't have gone on the first one.
Well, you've got to go on rides.
I'd like to clarify that I have my mouse, whose name is Moose, on my shoulder.
Okay.
That's where he lives. And so I'm going to turn and ask, Moose, what ride would you like to go on? And I think that he'll, like, maybe do a little, just not very far, but kind of scurry around and do a little look and then come back and maybe tug my hair.
Okay.
And I'll say, well, Moose would like to go to the Hall of Illusions.
The Hall
Very
of
nice.
Illusion.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
All right.
Great selection, Moose.
He's smart.
Apparently,
Yes,
Moose
he
is
is.
the
Thank
brain
you.
of the operations over there. We need to befriend him.
We're all going to follow Moose.
Yeah, I don't know. Gary's hairpiece is a little scary. Perhaps that's his food. You know, it's a very symbiotic relationship.
I just
I'm still
don't
recovering
hear
from the
this. I'm like,
smiles.
Okay. So, a large tent is painted with a mural of shifting images that show grinning fairies diving from pools of color. They're kind of like they splash into it and splash out of it a different color. So they start blue, they turn pink when they come out. It's kind of what you're seeing.
Like they're painted, or
No, they're
they-
they're moving. So
Oh,
it's
okay,
it's an image that you're
Yeah.
seeing, and it's much like everything in the carnival, magically driven. So it's doing that thing. The stripes of the tent are painted. They're like, I don't think this is the right word. Conical, like they're cones. The way the stripes are. Okay, good, got it right. But they rotate in a spiral pattern, and the whole display is a little bit disorienting when you're looking at it. You know, when you
Kinda like the
start
beginning
learning
of the
about
Twilight Zone.
yeah, when you start learning about optical illusions in school and they show you the wheel with the spiral and they spin it fast and it does that thing, that's kind of the sensation that you're getting. And a clown dressed in muted garb stands at the entrance to the tent.
okay. See.
Oh, and he's staring at you unblinkingly, by the way. I forgot that part.
I guess I'll go up to him
Okay.
and say, excuse me, sir. Can I go in?
You sure you want to come in here?
Mm-hmm.
You sure?
I look at Moose, and Moose goes,
All right.
I told you, Moose is the leader of the team.
But there's something that I'm going to tell you.
okay.
Don't believe anything that you see in there.
Oh, okay.
Okay?
Okay.
People get lost in there.
Like how?
Nobody knows. It's a mystery. This is the mystery of the Witchlight Carnival.
Don't worry, my dear. If you get lost, I'll tell your tale from your death.
Can I go too?
Thanks.
Of course, yeah.
I get lost everywhere I go. So
Oh,
it's
God,
okay with me.
lost direction.
I'm used to it.
That's great.
Some familiarity.
That's wonderful. I'm glad that there's two of you going at once. As this conversation,
Three.
three. Oh, right. So, you want a hole punched for your mouse?
Yes. No. Well, yes. Yeah, he's a person too.
I mean, I'm happy to see him that way, but I would hate for you to lose that many punches on your ticket.
Well, you're the professional, so I'll default to you.
Yeah, maybe I'm just gonna pretend that I ain't never seen him.
Okay. Moose will like scurry in my pocket.
Okay, perfect. All right. So, as this exchange is happening and you guys are talking to the clown in muted colors, you see a halfling in face paint and his significant other, girlfriend, boyfriend, doesn't matter which way you want to play it. If it's anyway, they are holding hands, giggling, laughing, skipping, being halflings, really, is what they're up to. They're just being a little bit silly. And as they approach the Hall of Illusions, they're approaching from a kind of a different path than you guys took. You guys kind of came from the bottom. They're coming from the top of the map. And as they pass by this wooden mannequin. She's grinning, and it's like this kind of exaggerated, kind of terrifying grin, to be honest. She has raven-colored hair, and she's in witch's attire. And she has a green flowing cape that does move inside of this glass enclosure that this mannequin has been placed in. The sign on the cabinet, which you guys can read from where you are, I mean, you're kind of right up there. It says, Tasha the Wizard, known for her hideous laughter.
As a scholar of history, would I understand that is supposed to be the actual Tasha's hideous laughter garb? Like from Tasha herself?
Yes. Give me a history check.
Anybody else, too, that has, like, oh, you know what? I'm not a scholar of fucking history. I built it different. I remember.
Too bad. You're on the line for it now. Give me that history check.
Damn.
Do it.
I went investigator in a different one. Oh, 19. Excuse me.
Pardon you. Pardon
well,
you.
she's a fellow bard.
Yes.
If she'd made, I mean, like, she'd be one of the most famous bards ever.
Okay. So
Really took that as well.
there are a couple of things. You do know that this Tasha was the creator of the spell Tasha's hideous laughter. But you also know a couple of other things, and they just seem to kind of like pop into your brain the more that you're kind of focused on this costume. You also know that Tasha was another name used by, I'm going to get this pronunciation wrong, and it's going to change the entire thing, but stay with it, I promise. Igwilv. Iggwilv.
That's what I've
Igwilv.
always
Yeah.
pronounced it.
Igwilv is a witch queen, a legendary archmage, and is everybody like up close to this thing, or just the kind of the four of you?
Well, she's going in.
I would definitely be walking.
You would definitely
He's
be up
going
there.
in.
Where's Divot?
I'm maybe a foot behind
Heavy.
Devi.
Okay, so
Told you to.
Divot, you don't need to make this roll. You're just outside of the proximity, okay? So you don't have to make that.
So-
I need you all to give me a wisdom saving throw, please.
Oh wait, no, mine's okay. Well,
yeah, you should
Everybody?
be.
Everybody.
Except for
Divot.
Okay.
Got a +4 on that guy.
I got a 15.
I got a 15.
Man, I'm wasting all my good rolls in the beginning. 17 + 4, so
Okay.
I think I passed you.
16.
All right.
Dang.
You're all good.
Yay.
So nothing happens.
Yeah, you say yay now until we fight a dragon, and you're like 4.
10 nat ones in a row.
Very funny.
Dang.
Okay. I knew there was more
Actually,
to
what
this.
I really like about your dice, they're so easy to read. And I love my dice, but you got to pick them up to read them.
Mine are pretty simple.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, so as you guys are, kind of chatting amongst yourselves, admiring this mannequin and Tasha's costume, you see the male halfling drop down to one knee and hold the hand of his beloved.
A man kneels in front of a woman.
He reaches into his pocket.
His lint-filled pocket exposes
A stunning gem on a
a rock.
on a tiny
Remember, I'm not famous.
right on a tiny metal circle,
Onto a circle,
and he holds it up to her.
of which he's trying to give away.
And her reaction is like the ultimate, like, like the
She
quivering
seems
chin,
terrified.
the eyes are watering, like the hands are fluttering around her face.
And trying to fly away as if she was a very drunk butterfly.
And something grabs her attention in the case.
She is distracted by other objects, obviously, throwing
And-
away the attention of the male.
You
In her
really have no idea
surprise-
what's going on? do you?
I am alterating.
In her surprise, she looks over to it and something kind of catches her eye. And when she looks back at him, she starts to laugh. And she laughs. And she laughs more. And the laugh begins to become distorted. And it no longer sounds jovial or like she is amused.
Because I have Tasha's hideous laughter and I know who this case is, I'm going to go over and tackle this woman. She's being attacked.
Well, please do, yeah.
Athletics? I'm just trying to tackle her.
Um,
I'm not trying to hurt her. Zero hit
He
points.
really wants to go with that athletics.
he really does,
I'm
right?
a very athletic old turtle.
Who would I be if I didn't allow you to make an athletics roll? on that one?
This is where the one comes.
Yep.
He's gonna squish her.
All right. 15 plus 6, 21.
Okay, so you knock her down, and you hear her as she's laughing. She's like gasping for air, and you hear the name Reuben.
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 Any history
Delicious.
hits?
There's no history there, but when she says the name Reuben, the male halfling kind of reacts, and he looks absolutely mortified. I mean, he has proposed to this woman that he loves.
Oh, it's not what you think. It's the dress. She wasn't in her right mind.
You don't even get all of that out, and he turns around and he beelines it into the Hall of Illusions.
No, wait. Shit.
I look up at the clown. Did he have his ticket punched?
The clown just kind of shrugs.
It doesn't matter.
Eh.
All right. Well, you guys are already going in. Perhaps you retrain. Get to that man. It was not the woman's fault. Excuse me, my dear. What is your name? Picking her up.
Oh, there's she's gone on this spell. She's
She's no recovery.
All right. Well, I mean, it's from the actual dress of the person that invented it, so yeah,
right.
fair.
Yeah,
He
it's
must have rolled a nat one.
If I have a thing, go ahead.
I don't think you're high enough level to have a thing.
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I know we played a 12th level game earlier today, but
which will knock it out.
Oh.
Does she seem to be in pain? Is hideous laughter causing psychic damage, or is she just stuck in the?
she's just stuck in the throes of
Well, I'm gonna
much like that time we had that funny tea.
We'll tell you that story later. Yes, I will babysit, and there.
Okay.
Let my braver companions go.
No problem.
But because I do have something to literally get rid of this, she doesn't seem to be in pain.
No.
Okay, no
No.
psychic damage is being made.
No, and actually, when you tackled her, you knocked her like a little bit further away from the mannequin and the costume, and her fit of laughter became a little less severe.
Yeah, I'll use my shield's natural protection against magic and turn her even further from it, babysitting her, and expect my group to facilitate after.
Okay, no problem. All right, so you guys going to?
Do we get to go inside now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
right.
we can find that guy.
Explain to him as you go walk. Explain to him it wasn't her fault. It's a horrific curse, one I myself possess to give to other people.
Did you do it?
Of course not. I mean, like, I thought that maybe she just likes shiny boxes.
Okay, I was just checking because you said you could do it, and it
Well,
happened.
I can, but you do this to people that you don't like, not newlyweds.
Did you like her?
No, we've established that I'm trying to lay eggs one day.
She's not a goat.
Yes. No, it's not. I don't. For heaven's sake, just tell that poor man that has figured out a way to possibly procreate.
We need the rim shot.
Right,
Yeah.
really do.
What
I'll
those
add
buttons
those
are gonna
in
be.
post.
Yeah, you say, yeah.
Okay, so as you go inside the Hall of Illusions, tall mirrors line the inside of the Hall of Illusions. Near the entrance, the mirrors reflect you, but not as you are now. and not as Moose is now.
Okay.
Who else went in? Did you go in? Did Les go in?
I didn't say that I was, but
I did.
You went in? Okay, perfect. So, and you're seeing the same thing. From your point of view, her reflection looks fine. And from your point of view, his reflection looks fine. But when you're looking at your own reflections, you're seeing a very young version of yourselves. Like when you were like 5 or 6 years old.
Okay.
Very, very young. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Look, I don't even have horns.
Little nubbins.
Yeah. Little nubbins. Little nubbins. Right.
Because Trick's horns are.
Oh, you're so lucky I'm not there. I'd call you Nub for the rest of the campaign.
And as you move in and through the Hall of Illusions, some of the mirrors, do like the typical carnival stuff, like you're short and round in one photo, and the next one, everything is stretched tall. And then you come to the next mirror, and it's yourself, but a little bit older. So you're like maybe 12 now in this reflection, and same for you. As you go through, you're kind of getting older and older and older, and eventually you get far enough into the Hall of Illusions where you see yourself at your current age. And this is where I would like you to give me a perception check, please.
Perception. Hey, I'm a little good at it. Watch me roll. Breaking that one.
Can I do that for? Is it single?
17 plus 20. Or not plus 20, sorry, plus 3.
Okay.
So equals 20.
So it equals 20, yeah.
37.
It's like, what kind of druid are you?
Just figured out-
Really powerful.
level 21.
By the way, I just figured out why my stats were so high. Still a level 3 character, but I was rolling as Victor.
Oh,
Oops.
Let's change that real quick.
yeah, please do.
I got 18.
Dang, guys.
Perfect. Okay.
Crushing the whole.
So as you guys are kind of going through, I assume you guys haven't left each other. You stay together.
Yes.
Okay. So as you're going through, and you're just past the mirror where you've glanced and you see yourself like in your late teens, early 20s, that kind of age bracket. And you see Reuben. And Reuben is staring at a very youthful reflection of himself. And what's weird is you guys can see what Reuben is seeing.
Oh, so we see him.
So you see him younger.
Okay.
Haven't been able to see each other that way, but in his mirror, this is what you can see. You also see a young girl in the mirror whispering in Reuben's ear.
Are you seeing that too?
There's a little boy and a little girl. But I only see Reuben.
That's a little scary.
When I look in the mirror, I only see me. I look in the mirror for you, and I only see you and Moose.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this little girl's coming from.
Hey, Reuben, what are you seeing in there?
As you say that, you see Reuben's hand reach out to the glass, and his hand passes through the mirror,
That's different.
and he steps through, and the engagement ring falls to the floor in front of the mirror.
I'll pick that up and put it in a pocket.
And as you stand in front of the mirror, you don't see Reuben and this little girl walking away. You don't even see like a different version of yourselves in this mirror. You just see yourselves as you are, which is quite unusual.
Where did he go?
I have no idea. Can I reach out and touch the mirror?
Please do, yeah.
Okay, I'll reach out and put my finger in it. And Moose is on my shoulder, like pulling my hair back. Like,
That's perfect. And nothing happens. It reaches out and you just like boop the glass.
well, what the heck? Why can't I go in there?
Weird, right?
I pull out the ring and look at it. Maybe it's magic.
You try.
I'm scared.
You can do it.
Poke the mirror with the ring.
With the ring.
Use the ring to poke it.
The ring just kind of leaves a little scratch on the surface of the mirror.
Okay, not a magic ring.
Shucks.
Don't know what happened.
Or it's a ring of scratching mirrors.
Yeah.
I mean,
Put it back in my pocket.
Okay.
you just fucked up the whole cosmos. Like, what are the fucking chances? We kicked it off the last guy's finger that was coming through, and
Right.
a goat dude come up. And,
Right. Oh my goodness.
Is
No.
there anything else in the room other than the mirrors?
No, it's just mirrors. Yeah.
Is there a way out of the room aside from where we came in?
Well, the Hall of Mirrors kind of goes. I mean, it's obviously a path that you're following, but you're probably going to come out at least reasonably close to where you went in. You only saw the one door on the outside. Do you continue on, or do you want to stand here and mess with this mirror a little longer?
I'm kind of out of ideas.
Okay.
What does Moose think?
I don't
Yeah.
Hey, Moose.
So, what we're gonna do?
I'll look at Moose and go, Moose, do you want to give it a try? And he'll scurry down and give a little mouse paw to the mirror. But he's afraid.
Ridiculously cute. Nothing happens.
I'll turn around and go,
And Sir Olaf the Moose leads.
yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
my
like this
co-star's
game. It's
gone.
scary.
Okay.
I guess I'm just going to keep on going.
Yeah,
Okay.
I concur.
All right. So as you continue through, there's more of the hijinks mirrors, more of them that show funny things. There's even like I think it's oh my goodness, what was that? I almost had it. Almost had it. No, not Pan's Labyrinth. It was the. Oh, God, it's such an American thing. That's
Give
why I
me a
don't know
genre.
it. I know it was a place that you used to go to, and Ripley's Believe It or Not.
Oh, sure.
Right?
Here in Vegas.
And you have the
Yeah.
mirror that you pass, and you see people like doing the part that you've already gone through where you stop and you make faces, and you can just see through the glass where they're all making faces. Okay,
Oh, that's really cool.
right? So you pass a mirror like that, and you're like, oh, thank God I wasn't doing anything too weird.
You do see that I've like bopped the lady on the head to try to quiet her, and it has not worked. So. Another newspaper.
And as you kind of make the final swing back towards the entrance, the very last image you catch of yourself is yourself, but incredibly old. Like you are elderly, frail. Yeah. Hair is coarse and thin. Your goat legs are graying with age, patchy.
My horn's broken.
Yeah. You broke a horn.
And my head's lopsided.
Yeah.
Because it's heavy on one side.
So you just always look inquisitive when you're old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you come back to the beginning
Oh. And we're
of the Hall of
now.
Illusions. Yeah.
Oh.
Did the halfling come out?
Ruben?
Yeah.
No.
He's in the he's still in the mirror.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think he might be toast.
So is the lady still in her...
So our friends have just come out, right?
Yeah.
And there's a please tell me what the practitioner of this particular thing looks like again. What sorry.
The clown.
Oh, the clown.
Clown.
The
Yeah,
clown.
Yeah, but what is it? Like, is it a...
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Let me see if I have a better depiction of him.
I mean, if it's a beholder, I'm just like, fuck this halfling, we're going. But I mean,
All right. Let me see.
Maybe it's if you don't pay your ticket.
Yeah, like all of the color has leached out of his skin, out of his eyes, out of his hair,
like human variant kind
out of his
feel?
clothes.
Like,
Yeah,
cool.
definitely human. Gangly. Everything about him is long.
All right. Well,
He has
then,
a long face.
Well, then I'm gonna. Well, at this point, but and the guy hasn't come back.
Correct.
I'm gonna shake the lady out of her thing. I don't want to use this yet, but yeah, I will drop protection of good and evil on her.
Okay. And as
It will
you
break
as
any
you
standing curse.
as you do these things, you see as you're casting. That's what I mean by these things. Casting to me takes wild arm gestures.
Are
or
you kidding me?
something.
The feather on my hat has never
Oh
been more
God!
glorious.
Jesus.
I mean,
course.
a lot of it is with my pipe and the smoke itself that I make, and I
Yes.
conjure images and
As it ought to be.
Yeah, so there's 4 moves in there that are not useful at all.
Got it. Okay. So as you're going through all of that, going through the motions, there are a group of workers of the carnival
Okay.
who come to her and kind of gather her up, and they take her away.
What about the bat?
Are we out there when
Yep.
that happens?
Yeah.
Just
I would
not.
tell him, wait. And I go over to her and I pull out the ring. Reuben left this behind.
And she's like, what do you mean? That he left it behind.
He disappeared into a mirror.
He disappeared. What do you mean he disappeared?
Mary, I didn't think it was that funny.
I look at my pipe and go, like, are you saying that it over exceeded, which is fine because it is literally the person that invented the curse.
Yeah.
But it superseded.
It's quite strong in this particular area.
All right.
And like Divot was outside of it by like a foot, and y'all just managed to pass the wisdom save. Yeah.
So I'm trying to hand her the ring.
Yeah.
'Cause
And
it's not mine.
she is like nowhere near being in any kind of state to take a thing.
Does she have a pouch or a pocket or something I could...
Well, yeah,
gently
she's
put it in?
wearing like she's probably got like a little sling
Yeah.
bag or
I
something
just
over.
try to-
drop it in there.
As she's moving around and just... There you go.
I'd like to walk up to some of the workers that are trying to carry her away and say, it seems as though a man was lost in there.
Oh, things go missing here from time to time.
People?
People, things, dreams.
Fair enough. My dreams went away a long time ago.
See? It's the Witchlight Carnival.
Oh no.
Also,
Some people find freedom in those lost things.
specifically, stay the fuck away from that dress. Secondly, she should have been cured. I myself can make that happen to you right now if I wanted. And I can also cure it. But she was cured, and she continues to laugh. So this may be a little bit more than a
Maybe
fun
she actually thought
jaunt.
it was funny.
Oh, she
people
could
think
be a
I'm funny
bitch. That is
looking.
possible. Or he could be a chump. It could be either way. I mean, I could be looking at this all wrong. Maybe Harold was an asshole.
Could have been.
Harold.
I'm just gonna get names wrong, man. I mean, like, remember, I'm a bad writer, so like, small details leave me.
That's funny.
Not the first character you've had like that.
It's a recurring theme. Yeah.
I can't imagine why.
Yeah. About that. Okay, just give me a second because it's time for a thing to happen, and I just gotta remember where my roll table
Yeah, she's
is.
used to it because he calls her Marvin all the time. It's terrible.
Well, just look at her with her hat. You know.
Oh my gosh.
None of that is true, by the way.
Thanks for clarifying.
not.
Thanks for clarifying. Thanks for clarifying. Come on, where are you?
Well, that was a big spell to burn.
Dang.
Did you actually burn it?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
To cast it,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Is that a 2 or 3?
That was like that's one of my second levels. But now I can't seem to find it. Was it underneath features and traits? Yeah, it's probably underneath features and traits. So maybe I don't have to burn a second. I know I have it, but now it's gone.
That's not it. Ah, here we go. Okay.
Look at me trying to be all smart. No, you can't find your shit you're supposed to be doing.
So, okay. So as you guys are, discussing the mystery of the lost halfling and disappearing into the carnival and trying to figure out exactly what it is that happened, you hear like a thump, thump, thump,
Oh.
thump, 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 thump. And coming around, stop, I had to, you'll understand why in a second. And coming around this top kind of curve that you see on the map there, you see a 12-foot tall walking tree.
An int? You have ints in your universe?
I do. The tree it's wearing a garland of golden ribbons. It's marching through, all of the thoroughfare of the carnival. And emerald clouds swirl above the tree, and it rains down sycamore seeds. And as it passes, fairgoers are holding their hands out to try to catch the seeds. I would like you to give me a Dexterity check, please.
Well, I really wish I hadn't changed back to the proper character one now, because the other guy is really dexterous. And this guy.
This guy
I
is
was
not.
like, why the hell am I so
Is that
athletic? I'm
everybody?
definitely not.
Yeah, what's
We're
that?
all doing dex?
Yeah, everybody, please.
13.
13, okay.
19 for less.
And this is a dex check.
Yes.
Just do it on that. Right there.
Well, yeah, but I like to roll.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
I should have. No, I shouldn't have. 17 plus 3.
Hey.
No, these dice are cursed. They give me the world's best rolls until I need them.
Until
you
it
need
matters.
it.
got
Oh no,
seven?
like you'll see, like I roll so well on these dice, and then like, oh, you just need to jump over this bridge, like, and that's how your character dies.
What did Divvy get?
9.
A 9? Okay.
17 plus.
The
3.
most dexterous of us.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, this
okay.
should be bread and butter. What is your plus?
5.
Yeah,
All right.
level 3. You're already at 5.
I need a D8. Can somebody hand me a D8 quick? Real quick.
That's a 10.
That's a D10.
There's an 8.
8. Perfect. Thank you. Alrighty.
Make way for Prince Ali.
All right. Mary,
Yes.
you gain a personality trait that's going to supersede anything that could cancel this.
Oh.
But I feel like it's kind of on brand for this character that you're playing.
Okay.
Until dawn, you are easily amused.
I'm gonna say, can I get that giggle one more time? That's amazing.
Less. You gain a D8, and you can add it to one ability check that you make before dawn.
Holy shit! Double Bardic inspiration at this level. That's twice as good as I can give you.
Bevy,
Can you
You're-
stack it?
I'm
Can you
gonna say-
stack if does he have that?
'Cause
Can
I
you
have
do
items
both?
too. So
yeah, I don't think you can stack it. I think this is a special.
They're all 3 though. Anyway, go ahead.
It's no.
Yeah,
I wanna
right.
stack it. Come on, it's already a huge thing. Sorry, Bevy, your seed turns into a gold piece.
Well, I suck at my job, so I definitely
Tricks,
bite it and put it into my purse.
your seed also turns into a gold piece.
Oh, boy.
And Divot, you are now also easily amused until dawn.
Being that I'm normally emotionless,
Yeah.
this is weird.
Right? Thank you for the D8.
And I've just met you, so I'm like, my new friend companion is actually quite easygoing.
Right.
That's quite amusing.
Yes. You didn't say he had to leave. You just said he has to be amused. But that's such an interesting caveat. That's great. That's fantastic.
Okay. Now, sitting in the branches of the treant as it's walking through the fairway, is a little squirrel, an awakened squirrel, a little red one. And as he's
So that's your alley.
doing these steps by, the squirrel taps on the branch and the treant stops and stands still for a moment. And the squirrel runs to the end of the branch, and if there's a group of people, he hands each person a dandelion. And then scurries back up the branch and knocks again in the tree and continues on the way, which is the break that you guys were hearing in the footsteps where it's paused.
So it's coming towards us, though, right?
No, it's right there in front of you guys. So what I'm trying to say is y'all get a dandelion.
Oh, good.
Okay.
We didn't have to use our goat guy or our flower girl. This is great.
Now, this does come at a cost. Does everybody have a Post-it or something that is close to you?
Yes.
It's not a bad cost. It's a good cost. It's something that I need everybody to pass to me when you're finished with it. This dandelion seed, or dandelion, as soon as it's handed to you, excuse me, turns white and fluffy and turns into seeds. It all immediately goes to seed, I guess is the term I'm looking for. And as you blow the dandelion seeds, you can make one wish for your character to accomplish in this campaign. Keep it a secret, keep it to yourself,
Oh.
and hand it to me.
You want to write first?
You can go.
It's like, what the?
You know, we definitely don't have enough pens.
Yes,
Yeah, right,
please do. Yeah.
right, we definitely don't have enough
I
pens.
think you wouldn't know mine with Lehigh.
Divot's wish is to be amused.
As easily as
Accomplished.
Divot.
I'm currently amused by that.
I also find that amusing.
Oh, that's great.
I can hear the audio coming from the other room.
Yeah.
I hope that this is not too chaotic.
That's okay. I mean, there's no guarantee that your wishes will come true. However, we'll see what happens.
Can we show? We can't show you, but we can show each other.
No, we
No,
can't show
you
each
can't
other.
show each other. These are secrets. Roger, can you grab that? Thank you.
Here you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
Make way for Prince Ali.
Is that your wish to have that entrance?
I'm literally singing that in my head.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to cast
You're
prestidigitation.
welcome
Yeah, right.
for the earworm.
Yeah.
You're gonna love this guy, Mr. Ali.
This is
You
clapping.
ain't never had a friend like me.
Yeah, right. I don't
Oh,
have
God.
it. I don't usually associate with goats.
Oh, that's how my,
Usually
that's how my
associated
patron
with it.
introduced himself.
Okay, so after the weirdness that you guys just kind of witnessed at the Hall of Illusion, and now this treant swinging by kind of picks your mood back up a little bit. You kind of lose a little bit of your suspicion. So what would you like to do next? This is just like a big sandbox for you guys to play in. You can do whatever you want, go wherever you want.
I would like to ask a question. Les, what actually happened in there?
In where?
Well, we didn't go.
Les wasn't in there
I-
either.
I
Yeah,
didn't
let's
go
didn't go
either.
either.
Oh, I thought
I
can
thought
tell
it
you
was
all
me
the
and Mary
story.
and Moose.
Yes. And Moose. So Goose and Gary and I mean Tiny. Who are you? Trix. I don't get your name wrong, just hers. Like, what did you see? I mean, like a poor gentleman's entire life was
It was-
destroyed.
It was really weird. There's weird mirrors that show you different things. And then we saw him and he was looking in the mirror. It wasn't just him in the mirror. It was him like as a little kid and there was a girl. And then he touched the mirror and he walked into it.
Well, I don't think that worked out well for him, unless she really didn't like the guy. It was
But then they
impossible.
were gone. We went and looked in the mirror. We tried touching it and, well, I scratched it a little bit, but it was just a mirror.
You wait for that to be the thing that she proceeds this whole campaign.
Better him than one of us, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, he left the ring, and that's what I put into the
That's
the
the
lady's
important thing.
pocket.
I mean, so I guess what we can confer is right now no one proposed to anyone.
He tried.
Let's start singing down.
She got the ring.
If I was your DM, you would just have an inspiration point. That's great. Oh, that's funny.
I wonder if they're still married because she got the ring.
She didn't say yes. So there.
Oh, so she just got free ring.
Yeah.
Well, that was nice.
DM, how far are we away from midnight? Because that's where the big top starts.
Yeah.
Oh God, hours. This is early in the night.
Well, I think that you're the only one that hasn't chosen something, so.
I haven't.
First things
Well,
first.
you went on one.
I did something, but I didn't choose.
Well, I chose for him. I guess it would be the three of you choosing then.
Huh. Okay.
Go
Draw
ahead,
straws.
Les.
Oh. First things first, I would like to walk up to Divot and get down on one knee and hit him a dagger.
I stand back, thinking that one of the. Oh no, this would be horrible because he'd find that amusing. So I think he has idiot laughter. I'd go attack him, like tackle him, right? Snap out of it. Snap out of it.
I'm emotionless,
Under his
Yeah.
breath,
I'm emotional.
so my laughter is mild.
Yeah.
all according to plan. All
Yeah.
according to plan.
And thanks for the dagger.
You're welcome.
Yes. That's great.
I don't know, snail. Let's go to snail racing.
Yeah, snail racing. Okay.
That's when you wanted.
I wanted
That's
to. I don't
great.
know why.
All
I
right.
thought that'd be fun.
I love the snail racing. Okay.
Is this also a game?
You're about to find
Well,
out.
if it's a
They
ride,
have racing
See, what if
snails
it's,
like in the never-ending
it's nine?
story.
It's 9:00. Do you want to take 5?
How long was your game?
Do we play till 9 or do we agree on 10? I can't remember.
Oh, I'm
No. I think this is your
Yeah, we're
break in
good
the
for
middle.
Break?
Whatever.
Yeah. Break in the middle and then come back.
Well.
That would be helpful because I could plug in my computer as well.
Yeah.
Oh, we have computer things that we need to get
and
plugged in. Okay.
yeah, and we got to do a fucking snake game for you to figure that out.
Yeah.
No. We have the outlets. We just got to figure out. It's not like we have anything plugged in right now. Yeah.
Just
cool.
a couple things.
Yeah, take your
Which
5.
one is the break video? Sorry, I can't read from here.
Yeah.
So I let her know which
What are you looking for? Can
break
I arrow
video.
for it?
Does it say
Break?
video?
Which one? This one or this one? I think that one
top
says
one.
intro.
5-minute
This
break.
one. Yeah.
Top
Okay. Perfect.
There you go.
Whether you're looking for fun, a place to start a business, or somewhere to raise a family, look no further than Palmetto City. The Lore Corporation. Better designs for a better world.
Live acquisition, Hydro Sapien, full force authorized.
I was the one who could tell that you had potential. I pointed them towards you because you could see this for the tragedy that it is. And if you're willing to make sure that these kind of tragedies don't keep happening, tragedies that could have happened if the Lore Corporation got powers it could never control, then you'll hear me out. This American Monster. A Monster of the Week actual play from This American Dice. Whatever you think you signed up for, kid. You signed up for way more than you can handle. This American Monster, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast from This American Dice. Listen in every Thursday and check us out on thisamericandice.com.
Whether you're looking for fun, a place to start a business, or somewhere to raise a family, look no further than Palmetto City. The Lore Corporation. Better designs for a better world.
Live acquisition, Hydro Sapien, full force authorized.
I was the one who could tell that you had potential. I pointed them towards you because you could see this for the tragedy that it is. And if you're willing to make sure that these kind of tragedies don't keep happening, tragedies that could have happened if the Lore Corporation got powers it could never control, then you'll hear me out. This American Monster. A Monster of the Week actual play from This American Dice. Whatever you think you signed up for, kid. You signed up for way more than you can handle. This American Monster, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast from This American Dice. Listen in every Thursday and check us out on thisamericandice.com.
Too. All right, welcome back. Our 5-minute break turned into about 12.
It happens.
Yeah,
It
it's
happens to
fine.
mine all the time.
It's fine. Okay.
Little bits of Olaf on my keyboard.
God.
That's Olaf glitter.
Now they figure what they think happened on our break is just.
We had hot dogs.
All right.
No.
So welcome back. We are Wizards and Wine. This is the Las Vegas table. I know with Wizards and Wine, you're used to hearing the girls in Halifax, but we've expanded a little bit, and now we're running 2 groups through the same campaign, decisions and actions of each group affecting the other game. And there's already been some stuff happened in this game that will make a difference in the next game coming up for the girls in Halifax on Monday. So it should be interesting. Team USA.
Hey.
So funny. Alrighty. So we were heading to the snail racing, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay. So as you guys make your way down the fairway, let me pull the map up again for you so we can look at that. Okay. So you guys were, where's the Hall of Illusions? Right here? Okay. So it wasn't really a whole, that far for you to go. Once the laughing halfling woman was taken away by some of the Witchlight hands, you guys started to hear all of this cheering. And it's like crazy loud. People are clearly having the best time. Clearly having the best time.
That sounds like a good place to go.
I agree.
Sounds amusing.
I'm already learning how I need to take some better notes, so just deal with me for a second. You keep hearing the name Cypress chanted over and over and over again. Cypress, Cypress, Cypress.
I want to join in. Cypress, Cypress, Cypress.
So as you guys turn the corner, you see that group of 4 with one of the Witchlight hands exiting the snail race. And
Does she seem to be in revelry?
Cypress?
C1?
Oh, yeah, it's the Minotaur. And the Minotaur is like actually has the rest of the group like up in her arms, and she's like, Cypress, Cypress, as she leaves. And Cypress very obviously had a really fun time at the races. So, the grandstand next to the race course is filled with cheering fairgoers, ringing bells, swinging rattles. You know those vizulas? I can never pronounce them properly.
Vuvuzelas?
That's the one. Thank you. The plastic horns.
Well, you guys are.
Think
You got.
about the soccer game. They you blow into it and make
Yeah, it's like
Plastic horns got me, but whatever it's actually called.
yeah, yeah, the vizulas. Yeah, those. Yeah, they're
The mini didgeridoo.
I was going to say, that's not a didgeridoo.
Yeah, right?
I'd have gotten it off of that too.
No, sorry, that's. Yeah.
Another thing that you guys notice is that everybody who is in the grandstands is waving flags, and all of the flags are different colors. There's red, there's white. Actually, no, I don't think there's a white flag. There's red, there's yellow, there's blue. You get the point, right? Standing, not really standing, snails don't stand, but at the starting line, you see a row of humongous snails. Like, huge. Like, y'all are going to ride these snails. Huge.
With saddles.
Yes, exactly what's happening.
Big as him?
Sweet.
Like what?
Yeah, I'm looking
Big
for
as
the.
him?
bird
Oh,
that's
yeah.
snail.
Really big.
Yeah, no, yes, no, they're huge.
How many are there?
Gigantic.
They're just-
I believe there are 8. Yes, there are 8 in total. Okay. So every snail needs a jockey.
Can Moose have his own jockey? Or his own snail?
Do you have snats? Do you have snats for Moose? By snats, I mean stats.
Wow.
No, I don't.
Okay. We'll work on creating like a little stat block for him so he could do stuff like that. Okay. Yeah, we'll figure that out for the next game. So as you guys approach, you see above the circular racetrack, kind of elevated away from everybody else, there are 2 goblins who look like sports broadcasters. I don't. Your characters don't understand that, but I know you guys understand the reference. So
They're wearing the world's first suits.
yeah, like they're like straight up suit, tie, like they're sitting on their coattails, like they're going to be on TV, the whole thing.
One of them has a hairpiece.
Yeah, one of them does. Whatever kind of caricature
Sounds like how West Coast
you need to put on these 2 goblins, like go ahead and do that. they are, kind of folding and finishing notes from the previous race, and they seem to be putting that set of stuff aside and working on getting their papers ready for the next race, which is where you're going to come in. This event is not going to cost you a punch in your ticket because you are the entertainment for this particular event.
Perfect. I chose well.
You did. You did. Okay. So I'm going to ask for everybody to give me a roll on a D8, please.
Is there a way to do that on D&D Beyond?
Yes, there is. So over on the opposite corner, there should be like a little circle with a D20 in it.
You click on that.
Yeah, click on that, and you'll see them all pop up.
An 8.
8.
Yep, you guys enjoy the good rolls now. They're
Deuces.
Have
not gonna.
a modifier to it.
Nope, just a straight roll.
That'd be the 8
2.
right
A
there.
2.
Hey,
Okay.
2 8s.
So did I.
Yeah, that's a double triangle.
Oh,
This one?
perfect.
Yeah.
You got a 2, and I heard there were 2 8s. What did you get?
And
Yeah,
9.
A 3?
Oh, that's
4
from the,
plus
that's,
5.
that's from the
Pull up,
dexterity from the 4.
a
I don't
mouse
think it rolled it.
stat
I don't know
thingy
what's in it.
online. I don't know
I
if
hit
it's
that?
too late to do that or not.
Yeah, we'll stat him out properly, and we'll take care of the familiar. We'll give him his own business.
I didn't know if it was more complicated than just pulling
Yeah,
it.
there's
Yeah.
a whole familiar and even a
It's just your double
companion
triangle.
stat
That's
thing
one,
that you
right?
can
Yeah,
do
yeah,
now
double
with
triangle.
Tasha's.
Double
Oh,
pyramid.
that's nice.
8s. We got 2 8s over here.
Yeah.
2 8s. Okay. The second 8, I need a re-roll. So keep rolling until you don't get an 8 2 or a 3.
7.
7. Perfect. 7 for a divot.
Dang on.
And you had a 2. Re-roll that one
So
for me.
did
We'll figure out why that's not rolling.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
It's like tallying the time.
8.
It says that it's rolling, but
Okay, roll again.
it's not.
Just refresh the page.
Yeah, you can try that. Well, you know what?
5.
You can roll live. The stats you need.
Or tricks. Okay, Bevy. You will be climbing on top of the giant snail in black. Your snail's name is Queen's Majesty.
Oh, I love her.
Beautiful.
Yes. Hello, my darling. Can I know anything of giant snail lore to make my introduction to herself better?
I mean, you can certainly sit there with your unseen servant and try to work some
Can
of
I
that
add a
stuff out.
performance just to make her enjoy me just as animal handling kind of could work?
Well, let me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, we'll make a thing happen. For Mary, Mary, you are on the snail in blue, called Nimblefoot.
I'm sorry, can you get my name one more time?
Queen's Majesty.
Okay.
And you're black.
I have some cantrips that I think might be relevant, but I don't know if this is the time.
Okay, we'll talk about it in just a quick sec. For Les, you are riding the snail in purple, known as High Road,
Interesting.
Take the high road.
right?
Less.
All right.
That's not what
That
Les
could
normally
not have
does.
ended up better if you give it
Divot
a
is
pass
amused.
to be
Honestly,
abused.
right? Yeah, it's great.
Best day of your life, though. Or are you terrified? They're like, why is everything funny? Yeah.
Divot, you are with the snail in red, called Breakneck.
Nice.
Whoa.
What was that?
Breakneck.
Breakneck.
That's hilarious. Breakneck.
And Tricks, you are riding the snail in yellow, called Flower Flash.
I love it.
I think that should have been yours.
I was gonna say, can you trade snails?
I wouldn't be against it, but it would have to be an agreed upon situation. Okay,
I think I'd feel bad for Nimblefoot if I did that.
fair. It would hurt his
You've already
feelers.
made a
I
connection.
couldn't-
Yeah.
Yeah, can't hurt his feelings.
Okay.
She said feelers.
It is aggressive.
I don't want to hurt those either.
All right, so just a couple of things so you guys know what we are walking into and kind of how this works. So the course is 480 feet long. We're going to do some rolls, and there's some, random things that could happen, slowing you down or speeding you up. It all depends on your rolls and how you do. The first person to get to 480 feet wins.
Can we use abilities?
Well, animal handling is a big part of
But
this.
Shoot.
Okay.
This
Okay.
one-
So she can use animal handling, yeah?
Yeah.
Let's
Fair
not
enough.
jinx it.
Okay. So everybody, you meet your race teams, you get your team colors put on, and you climb into the saddle of your snail.
All right. I would like to try to cast Friends with my Queen's Majesty. So she will ride faster for me because she cares about her current rider.
I mean, you can do sure, yeah.
Well, I'm a turtle. I don't win races.
This could be your chance.
Yeah, right.
Unless it's against a hare.
This is true. Bard
He
at
was a hairy
will.
turtle.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, this one's
It's a self
Yeah.
and it's a buff. She likes me essentially. I can read it out if you want, but
No,
if
I
it's not
understand.
going to really do a thing, then she likes me. It's
Okay.
a cantrip too, so it's not costing me anything.
Okay, perfect. All right,
I use prestidigitation to make my horns yellow.
perfect. I love it. Yes, you actually now have like a yellow stripe that even goes down your legs. That's how cool this.
You got a
looks right
racing
now.
stripe?
Yeah, he does.
Could it also go down your snail? It's amazing.
All right.
Can I cast a cantrip? Or do I need to wait?
Sure. No, go for it.
Can I cast Beast Bond? Beast Bond.
Mm-hmm.
So that establishes a telepathic link between one beast that I touch, and it's friendly and charmed by me.
Fantastic.
So mine's okay. Yours is like, yes, master.
We are now best friends.
Essentially.
That's
That's great. That's fantastic.
If I transform into Mary, do I get her spells?
That'd be cool.
It would be cool.
And way broken.
That would have to be a true polymorph.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can actually. Yeah, with true. Actually, that would.
I don't
Well,
have
you could
that.
do a dragon. You could pick up like a racial
that's
trait.
Level 9 spell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the access to those, unfortunately.
No,
Somebody could cast it
not
on
a
you.
three.
You could be a level 1 be cast upon.
Can I cast grease?
Imagine.
Grease? Ooh.
Grease?
It's a
Are
snail.
you casting it on your own snail or someone else's?
Maybe down the road a little bit.
Okay. All
It
right.
could be helpful and hurtful.
It could
Like-
be a little bit of anything. All right.
Can I cast Dancing Lights and combine my 4 lights to make another rider on a different snail?
Oh my gosh.
You could do them and see if your snail will chase the light any faster.
Ooh, I'll do that.
Like a carrot and
It'll
stick
blind
scenario.
it. It'll blind it. My snail'll stop at this.
No, just make them all green. That way he knows there's no stoplights. You know, like he's like, I got a straight line.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just got to make a note.
Yep.
Are you gonna cast anything? We all got some
I
fun
was gonna
stuff.
say,
Yeah.
I don't have I literally have
Prestidigitation.
nothing else
So
that's
you got.
applicable
So
to
hold
this
on.
situation.
Hold on. Let's make sure we got this right. So you got the yellow racing stripe. You are legitimately this long lost giant snail's best friend that finally gets to race with.
Correct.
Mind melded. You have a continual green light setup so this guy knows how to go.
Indeed.
You're storing yourself a attack and or defense mechanism with grease.
Well, you can set that up as a race.
And mine, yeah, right. And mine just doesn't care that I'm writing it in the first place. It's okay with me being where we are.
That seems how it's
it
going.
seems generally inclined to take my initiative.
Humongous portal is on my back, crushing me, but I'm okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so as the race teams get you guys all kind of ushered towards the starting line, you hear the two goblins begin their commentary for the race. Racing out of the blue corner, that kind of thing. And they introduce each of you along with your snail and all of that kind of stuff. So the crowd is quickly deciding who is their favorite new racer. There, you see colors of flags changing and all of that kind of stuff. So fireworks go off in the air, pop, 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 and your snails take off at a comically high speed,
Oh shit.
like hysterically funny. These
So
snails go so
it's
fast.
like the ones from Neverending Story.
Yes,
The racing
they go
snail.
so fast. Yes,
So this is
exactly.
the fastest a turtle and snail have ever moved at the same time.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
All you
Hanging
hear
on to
is
the strands of hair.
Yahoo!
All right. So, in order for me to figure out, for us to figure out who is going to go where and, who's ahead and who's behind, I need you all to give me that animal handling check, please.
All right.
Yeah, I'm so glad I'm not a druid this time.
Les received a 13.
Oh, crap.
18 plus? Hey, I got a chance. 19 total.
Okay.
David rolled
I
11.
did not get that. I got 11. 11.
11 for Mary.
Bringing
Les?
up the rear.
Wait, could I have advantage because I have a bond with my snail?
Shoot it down. Shoot it down.
Yeah,
Never hurts to ask.
right?
What does the spell exactly say?
Yeah, what does it
Read
say?
down.
Whoops. While the link is active, the beast gains advantage on attack rolls. Well,
The beast.
really,
yeah. It's if it was him doing a human handling check, then yes. But it's going in the opposite direction.
shucks. Okay.
Good try.
But good. I like how you're thinking. I like you're thinking kind of out of the box. It's perfect.
Can the band that is playing for this amazing thing be playing the Danger Zone as we're just
Kicking the tires and lighting the fire.
I was-
Zone.
Personally, I was thinking, what's the Bumblebee one? You know that one?
Yeah, that's
The
there
Flight
you
of the
go,
Bumblebee.
The Flight of the Bumblebee. Yeah, that's the one that they're playing. Okay. Les, what did you get?
13.
13.
Yep.
And how did Trix do?
10.
Okay.
Bringing up the rear.
Okay.
My
Just
racing stripes.
Bevy
is
had a
dragging
19.
along.
How did Divot do?
11.
11.
Hey.
Okay. Just give me a moment.
You know, after this game together, all gonna roll I feel like it was working for him that game.
I just
Alright.
didn't want to add another thing to this side of the table.
Oh, I know, yeah. Well, when we get our studio.
I'd like to whisper in my
Can you
snail's
imagine?
feelers. Those lights are green, not yellow.
All right. So after the first round of the race, not like the full thing around the track, just the first. We broke it down into 6 seconds. So
Okay.
each round is 6 seconds. Okay. Bevy is out in front by 10 feet. The rest of the rest of you are all still like very much shoulder to shoulder.
Okay.
Okay. Everybody, give me the animal handling check again.
Do better.
You're asking a lot. She has a lot more pluses than I do.
Shit, that's
13.
the opposite of better.
Natural 20 for a 21. First one of the campaign.
Okay.
There you
From a
are.
it's like the turtle to snail
I believe,
bond.
Yeah,
something-
right.
You
both
It's
have
slow
shells.
creatures.
Yeah.
I believe Bevy has this thing rigged.
Well, my deception's definitely not 7. No, but not 20.
I was gonna
Les.
say, I got 19.
19.
Oh man, feel bad about the.
Trix.
4.
4.
Oh, goats and snails apparently.
And Divot.
And Divot, apparently. 4 as well.
4 as well. Okay.
We are going slow so that the crowd can adore us.
Just waving.
Bask.
Okay.
I'm just
in the
enjoying the
attention.
amusing ride.
Yay!
This is amazing.
Oratory, you get distracted. Yeah.
The lukewarm amusement.
Oh, that's great. Yay! We
didn't
even
see
from the
that
bubbles.
win, did you?
We
Just wanna look at it.
Yeah.
20 feet. Okay, so you go 80. So that's
you know what is, by the way, a curse. Everyone that in like all the famous games, the first person to ever roll a d20 on that table, they roll horribly for the. Ashley was the first when critical rolls, the most famous. Yeah, NatPad. I forget what's his name, but he also rolled the first nat 20. He just destroyed. Like he just sucked the entire game.
okay. We have Bevy in first place, Les in second, Mary in third, and Divot and Trix bringing up the rear.
If I go too fast, they can't see my racing stripes. It just becomes a blur.
It's true. Can I see that D8 again? Sorry, I will be better prepared.
I would love to shoot back.
Thank
I'd
you.
love to shoot fairy fire on my own guy and make it red because you've made your guy have a stoplight. That
No.
now it's gonna be like, oh wow.
I want to teleport so bad.
Can you bring a giant snail with you?
I
Can
don't know.
you?
I'm gonna ask it.
Everybody roll a d20, please, for me. Whoops, there's a d8 back.
Oh no. I got a 4.
12.
17.
I can't see it. 19.
Oh my gosh.
9.
Okay.
You've had good rolls too.
I know. This is maybe
Mary.
not the best thing.
Yes.
You see these two guys kind of break away and they get ahead of you and you're like, oh, no, she better don't. And you like trying to get this snail, trying to convince it to go a little bit quicker.
Let's go, Nimblefoot.
When suddenly a spectator from the crowd throws a big head of lettuce onto the racetrack.
Oh.
Your snail stops and has a snack. So you don't move at all this
So
round.
you've been Mario Kart red shelled?
Yes.
That's okay, little snake.
Like
You're
whoosh,
hungry.
no, that's a green shell. Piece of lettuce, green shell, green shell.
There you go.
That's unfortunate.
Right.
You got green shelled, man.
Okay,
Yeah, wait till
so
you get hit with a banana.
Yeah, we're
okay, so you don't have to roll this round. Okay. Everybody else, please give me your animal handling checks.
Can I
That
cast any
was-
like spells or anything, or am I
10.
just I'm frozen?
Let me get these numbers and then we'll talk about what you're thinking. A 10?
Do I use my?
I almost had 1.
Less?
I got a 5. There it goes.
Hold on. Don't you have saved up?
I didn't cast guidance on myself, but I have the 1d8 ability, but I don't
Yeah.
know that I want to use it on this.
Fair.
Yeah. Tricks?
7. I'm actually not the lowest this time.
Divot?
13.
Cool. Okay. Let me
Ooh,
do
I didn't do good that round.
a little bit more. Okay, tell me about what you're thinking.
Well, okay, maybe I'm not so sure now what I want to do. I was.
Those are first level spells.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna take away a slot because I used one.
Okay.
I guess this is a question for the DM and maybe not in character. How likely is it that I could get the snail to leave the snail race?
I mean,
So
is
she's
it worth
at.
a shot?
So she's asking, is it a wild stallion or a horse that's been going down the Grand Canyon for 10 years?
yeah, right? Yeah. I'm going to say probably not because of
Shucks.
how the racetrack is built. Like it's, you know what I mean? Like it's fenced in because these snails are so fast, they're actually quite dangerous.
Okay.
So, yeah,
so
they
I could not convince it to go rogue.
I mean, it's already gone rogue. It's eating a big old head of lettuce in the middle of a
I
race.
just realized something. This is Sean's first true game of D&D.
Yeah.
So he's never heard anything that ridiculous in his life. Like, he's never like, so can I make the giant snail out of the race go rogue?
Yeah.
Should I have given a dagger to the snail?
Right. Yeah. Sean, welcome to D&D. This is it.
Welcome
This
to
is it.
Wizards.
So I should not cast Speak with Animal and try to convince it to leave.
I mean, you absolutely can. Yeah.
But it won't work.
I mean,
You never
It's
know.
not
You don't know till
yeah.
you try.
Yeah. I
If you roll
mean,
well enough, anything can happen.
yeah.
I successfully cast friends. It did nothing.
I was gonna say.
Okay. You know what the heck? Okay, I'll try it.
Okay.
While my snail Nimblefoot is snacking away on his lettuce, I would like to cast Speak with Animals
Okay.
and say,
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah!
Mr. Nimblefoot, glorious snail, you don't have to do this. You don't have to race.
Go fast.
Go fast. What if you went fast out of the track?
No track.
No track.
Fast.
Be free. Fast free.
Track smooth.
Outside challenge.
Feels nice on foot. That's what the snail things are called, right? A foot on the bottom. Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know.
That does seem like it would be called.
Yes,
a foot,
the bottom of a snail is a foot.
Thank you,
Yeah.
former radio brain.
I used to work in a pet store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
God, that's talked about enough to have a term. I've never thought about the bottom of a snail before. Sorry.
Just
Why
thought it was
not?
the
Yeah,
bottom.
I mean, like, yeah, I'm missing poorly
just
cultured.
Think how slick this track is with all the snails
Yeah,
lying.
right.
Oh, Mr. Nipplefoot.
Grease.
If you wanted
Right, so
to
maybe
go
that's
fast,
helping. You could be faster.
why did you stop?
Speed it up.
Right.
For everyone.
Snacks. No, wait. That's not how he says snacks. He says snacks. Snacks.
I almost didn't marry my wife because of
More
that video.
snacks outside.
That little kid is so happy that she got a snack.
I know, and it was before she married me. She just shows me this video, like not like right before, just like before, and I'm like, she's so happy, but there's just some evilness in there in the very bottom.
That's why you give her snacks to
I
keep her
know,
happy.
and hence why I'm a happily married man. There's always snacks.
That is a
It was smart.
well-known key.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
If,
right.
if you just got engaged, just keep things around. And be
Yeah.
like parcel.
Snacks, tribute.
Yep.
Okay, continue.
There are more snacks outside. Better snacks than lettuce.
Better snacks
Yes.
outside.
Yes.
How?
Well, what do you like?
Don't know.
Well, this is a carnival. There's popcorn and cotton candy.
What is cotton candy?
Well, if you leave, you could find out. It's delicious.
How go?
How go?
How go?
Is there like a I don't know, a convenient exit?
Well, I'm.
Open archway.
Yeah, there would be like the open archway that brought you in.
Where the Zambotis come from in the ice game.
Well, that's where I was going actually. There would have to be an end of the track that would open
Yeah.
should there be some kind of accident or something terrible that happens on the racetrack, right?
Salt.
Yeah, there'd be
Oh,
some
God.
kind of.
They put salt on the track.
I have something for that.
Oh,
Oof.
Oh no.
I know how to
I
run a
am
game.
not. I'm not that
Dude,
bad of a
after-
person.
kill all the
No
snails.
animal torture.
Well, yeah, well, I can create mayonnaise.
I could create mayonnaise.
No. There's salted mayonnaise. So.
Just give me a second.
By the way,
I'm
that's
just,
not a joke. I actually can do that.
I'm just checking to see if I have a stat block for the snails. Just give me a quick second.
No worries.
Because I don't want to play him too smart if he's like outstandingly stupid. So
Yeah, it's got like a
Fingers
2.
crossed.
yeah, or something. I would imagine, right? So easily led.
By the way, where the hell did that spell go? Isn't that weird?
Was that on the other sheet?
No, it's on this sheet.
I don't have one.
it
Okay,
was on
no
the
problem.
other sheet.
All right.
There you go.
He's going to. He just says how, where,
Do you see that archway?
snacks.
Yes. There's snacks outside of the archway.
Don't know arch. What is?
Can I point to it?
Yep.
Okay, I'll point to it.
Okay.
Say go that way.
And he like is still like chewing on the head of lettuce as he goes, and since he's not racing, he's back to moving like at a snail's pace. he's quite slow.
Hold on. Well done. You get your way, but not in the. That's great.
That is what's called a DM
Fair
torpedo.
Yep. That. Oh, so you get the wish spell, huh?
Wish granted.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Absolutely.
If I can get the snail to leave with me, I'm good.
Okay.
She doesn't care about winning a race. She's getting a freaking giant snail.
Okay. So you currently have the snail going off of his path. Okay. Give me your animal handling checks again for round 3.
Having noticed what happened to that snail, could I cast Prestidigitate to create a head of lettuce in the path of Bevy's snail?
I mean, we said yes that she could do with things. So
Yeah,
we're using
right?
some shit.
Did I already hand back the? Oh, it's right here. Sorry. Hang
you do,
on.
You do realize that you're
There
going
may
to face
be-
a bod when it comes to useless actions. Right?
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy.
Well, can I ask for the
you go.
standings first? Because I would target the one that's in front.
Got you. Gotcha. Okay, and I need
believe that
every
to be better
before
than not
before we get to that though, I need everybody to roll a d20 again, please.
Not me or not
I'm going to save mine for that.
Not you, because your snail is not currently
need
racing.
to-
He has snacks on his brain.
Uh,
Still need
this
the
time I
animal
get-
handling?
Um,
Because I rolled.
Yes. Okay. Sorry.
Finally
Animal
got a good
handling
roll.
first. I'm sorry. I'm asking
Okay.
for too many
I
rolls at once.
apologize.
So I'm
interrupted.
sorry. Do we use the last roll or this
Yeah.
roll? Because we had rolled and it was her first on the roll.
Okay. Did everybody roll the animal handling check roll? Okay.
Yes.
Do we still know those numbers?
Not from the last one. From the current one.
Okay. Bevy.
Well, I like the current one, the one before this one. I know. I got a 9.
Okay. Les.
16.
Okay.
I mean, my nat
Mary's
20 has to
are
count for
crazy.
something.
Tricks.
19.
Didn't mean to crit on a snail ride, but
Divot.
13.
Jesus, man.
Everybody loves a
How'd it
comeback.
go?
Tricks.
Okay. Perfect. Now roll me the d20. Again, just a straight d20. I don't want anything added to it.
Oh, Lord,
Oh,
I'm
okay.
stacking d20s over here. Let's not do that.
7.
That is a 17 for less.
18 for Divot.
Okay.
16 for
Bunch of
tricks.
high rollers.
For now.
They see me rolling.
This is Vegas.
Okay. Divot.
Yes.
Perhaps it was seeing the lettuce land on the racetrack and not getting it. Perhaps it was seeing a snail go rogue. But something has your snail super excited.
Can I keep it?
You
Oh my god, when we go into the Underdark eventually, just all on snails that are really fast, we will look like the most oddly badass group of all time. Like, think about how, like, armored our group is. Like, you want to fight me? Deal with a snail.
Here comes the snail posse.
Oh, wife, you started something I don't know if I'm going to allow you to not to do.
take it up with the Witchlight Carnival. Okay, so Divot, your snail is going to move an extra 20 feet this round.
Woohoo!
Okay, so let me
In
just
the correct
do
direction?
in the correct direction and everything. Yes, no tricks on that one.
That was funny.
Thanks.
Insert
You're
hi-hat
amused.
here.
Amused. Okay, so let me do Divot's number first. Divot had a 13, so there, so there, so that, so.
But she,
You have a
yeah, right.
Like, I feel like I would have known that at the bubble thing. I'd have kept a bubble.
Just spent the whole campaign.
I didn't know we were collecting.
Yeah, right. It's gonna be useful.
Now,
in
you
the
think you
beginning.
lost something for sneaking in.
Oh, we're coming.
Wait till you find out what happens
Yeah,
when
right.
you steal
We're
something.
taking these damn
Yeah,
snails
sure,
with
it's
us, man.
This is gonna be a
Why'd you get
disaster.
divorced? Well, my wife invented giant snails that went fast.
Imagine.
It's all her fault, really.
Yeah, right? What it comes down to is. And
No, thank you.
another thing.
Multiple options.
Okay. Okay, I can handle that. No problem. All right. So, in the lead, we have Bevy. Gaining quite a bit on this round and moving into second position is Divot. Les drops to third. Trix, you're now in fourth. And bless your heart, Mary, your rogue,
You own a snail.
your rogue snail is, crossing the track instead of going down it.
Oh, this poor snail, though, if it doesn't get to try cotton candy, you're just going to destroy its soul.
One way or another. I
One
will
way
get
or
the
another.
Like,
snail.
All right.
imagine if you thought that cotton candy was lettuce, and now like,
It's going to be like giving a raccoon cotton candy.
oh,
yeah,
with the
Right?
water.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I saw a video.
That's so sad.
Very sad.
So
They like to-
confused.
They like to wash their food.
So scared. Little babies. Okay, guys, give me your animal handling checks
All right,
again.
because I have a good
please.
line and it's a
Oh, a good
reaction,
line.
and it's a reaction and would work. Can I give some bardic to the Queen's Majesty by going, "Yes, Queen," and just like into the thing and trying to make it gallop? +4
I mean,
bardic inspiration. I am its driver.
yeah, but you're giving bardic inspiration to yourself. Is
No.
that something that can be
Oh,
done?
I'm gonna give it to it. And I can give bardic inspiration to myself.
But it
At
doesn't
this
roll.
level you can?
Yeah.
I thought you had to wait until
No,
you got to
any
Yeah,
living
the
creature
snail
that you
doesn't
can
roll,
touch,
though.
That can touch me. Oh, so it would be me.
Yeah, it would have to be on you.
Well, then I'm going, yes, queen. I mean, like, instead of...
instead of the snack.
I mean, like, yeah. Instead of patting down, I'm going up. I mean,
Oh my God.
I believe you
Roll-
meant yes, not
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
There you go.
Sorry, I didn't realize the J was silent.
Animal handling checks, please, everyone.
So I take that as a no.
For Mary this turn, what I'm going to get you to do is
10.
um,
It wouldn't have helped that much anyway.
give me a D20 as well,
Okay.
She's leaving the track, and I'm still going to lose.
right? Like, I have a DC I need you to beat, and if you beat it, I'll allow the snail to leave the track.
13.
Doesn't beat it, so you're still on the track. Just kind of like bumping into the side.
Me, that's why I can't go. She's crashing into me.
Okay, Bevy.
Oh, sorry. I think it was... That has changed. It was low. I think it was a 10.
Okay. Les.
16.
Tricks.
4. Again.
Oh dear.
God.
Divot.
6.
Okay, and Mary, you had that 13. Okay.
Damn it, Mary, get out of the way.
Was that an animal handling check or just a D20?
For her, just a D20.
We were doing animal handling. Right?
You guys
Yes.
were, yes.
Tricks is backwards on his snail.
Right. Perfect. All right.
Hold on. Did I actually lose that bardic inspiration or not?
What? No.
Okay. That's fair.
All right.
Take that spell slot.
Well, I only get 3, and we're level 3.
I only have 2. You best believe I'm saving them.
Yeah.
I have a feeling we're going to get into trouble before this thing's over.
Maybe.
Because someone's stealing a snail.
A giant snail, not one you can put in your
Right.
pocket. They're like, I don't know what you're talking about, officer.
He's leaving of his own accord.
Yeah,
He
right.
came with me.
They can literally follow the trail. Where'd the snail go? I don't know. Maybe it's the giant garage that
I wish I could shrink him.
you can.
Large reduce.
Yeah, you can. I don't know if
I
you
don't
can.
have that. I mean, I don't.
Yeah, I don't have it either.
I don't have it.
You don't have a whole lot
I believe that's would be actually no. I think Drew gets access to enlarge reduce, just not yet. So yes, you could have a little cool snail friend that hang out with you. No, it'd be like a horse, and that because it's so large right now, so it'd shrink
Yeah, it
down
only
to
goes a
horse.
half size
Yeah,
down.
so you could go to horse. So you
All
could have
right.
a snail horse, although it would be fast.
So we have Bevy still in first place. We have Divot holding strong in second. Les in third. Trix in fourth. And Mary about to cause a bit of a hullabaloo.
Uh-oh.
Everybody...
Trix is playing bumper snails with
Yeah,
Mary.
pretty much. Everybody roll your animal handling checks. And Mary, I want you on this one. Please.
Oh, okay.
Oh man, you guys are catching up.
Oh, no.
Shit.
8. I'm
Uh-oh.
gonna guess it's a 1.
I crit failed.
Natty 1.
It does.
Okay, Bevy.
Critted.
8 all day.
8. Okay. Les.
7.
Mary.
A 1.
Les.
Wait, do I get to add my animal handling to that?
Yes.
Then 6.
Then 6. Okay.
Hold on, you have a +5 and you're doing what you're doing?
When I say this woman has rolled like shit,
Oh wow.
it's rough.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
She's not
Tricks?
rolled higher.
Nat 20.
Nice.
So, oh, he
Nat
flipped
20
around.
from the goat guy?
Nat
That's
20.
Figured out that
amazing.
he was facing
And
I don't
Divot?
know who's closer between the two of you.
17.
17.
Oh my god, I think that
I just
I'm
went
taking
over
Oh,
Mary.
Oh, he's closer. He's closer.
Yeah, right?
17.
Yeah,
Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know which way she's doing it. If she's keeling
Because he was in second and he just beat me.
I
by
think
a
she's
lot,
doing
so-
each round as a distance. That's what
Yes.
my guess
Yeah.
is.
So, yeah.
With maybe a
Alright.
crit having like an extra, like you
A
got
speed
pumped
boost.
20. Yeah, you got
To
20
hit the
feet.
nos.
Somebody. Yeah.
Yeah.
pretty much, yeah.
Let me know when we have 30 feet left.
Snail
Yeah,
farts.
right. Yeah.
We know when we have 30
No, it
feet
would be
left.
like
teleport.
it's a
that's
foot,
great.
right? So it'd be like when you're like when
Being
you
a
suction
snail or
down.
teleport.
And,
I keep forgetting that you have spell slots because you're a magical trickster.
Mhm.
Correct.
oh, you're so lucky you're not letting
Okay.
us use our full spells because this is what a bard is made for. He's not very useful unless it's not important. Like,
Oh, wait, that's where it was. Okay, so that's gonna be
High Road's taking the slow road,
30.
unfortunately.
High Road's taking the slow road. That's great.
no, all I have is the Lexus commercial with, like, if you want to know, what's his name? Oh, God. Dazed and Confused actor. It'd be cooler if he did.
Magic Mike.
Oh,
No, not Magic
No,
Mike.
No,
yeah,
no,
he
no,
was in
no,
it though.
he was in it.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
Thank
there you
you.
go. All right, all right, all right.
All right. I love that accent.
Days.
Oh yeah, I did.
Okay.
We don't talk about that.
Oh, yeah?
We don't.
One D-A-Y-S.
Days? Oh, days. Took me a second.
Interesting. Okay, I need. How? 480. Okay, sorry. Just give me one more second.
Spreadsheets.
I really should have, but here I am.
See, I was making a joke as you need spreadsheets to do it. She's like, no, you need a spreadsheet for this one. Yeah. That's why I won't do the Warhammer one. It's one of the coolest games out there.
Oh, it's
Truly.
not that it's complicated. It's just that if you succeed by this much, you get this
Yeah,
much
right,
of a
yeah.
bonus to your movement. If you fail by this much, you get this
Yeah.
much of a penalty.
Oh, so it's a DC split.
And I got one over here going rogue, so
I've been going backwards.
Sorry, I don't mean to
and
be.
then
No,
you hit the
God.
second nat 20 of the
don't
game.
ever apologize for thinking out of the box.
Yeah, right.
Ever.
Yeah, right.
Please, ever. Don't.
No, that's the best stuff. Always make absurd decisions.
Yes.
I just hope that it works somehow.
Although
That's it.
Although Melinda did once get yelled at for it. She's like, I won't tell you the scenario, but she literally was like, I do a thing. It's a long running game. The whole table went, no, because
Oh
it
my
was
God.
so
Oh,
against-
yeah.
It was a whole thing. I've never seen character agency taken away like this. Like Myrtle wouldn't
And it
do
was
that.
so fast.
Yeah, right. Like
my
Myrtle
I was like-
wouldn't do this.
I was like,
but-
I'm going to do this. And they were like, no, you're not.
yeah, right. That's not
like,
that's not what
do you
Myrtle
mean?
would do.
Excuse you.
Yeah, she's like, I'm pretty sure I'm Myrtle. I'm like, no, we don't care. Like Myrtle.
And I was like indignant too. And it really was the incorrect decision for the character. But I was like, excuse me?
Oh no, it was like you never tell a character you wouldn't do that. Like you could say that you're a paladin. Like it would be a very big effort for you to get there. But yeah, if that's where you're at, that's what you
Yeah.
do. So you could continuously cut somebody like off of that mark and just be like, at the end, if they're like, I'm doing this, okay. But like for her, we're just like, no, that's not a thing that any of us will accept at this moment.
Oh my gosh.
Okay. Here goes. Coming in first, claiming the checkered flag for the snail race is Bevy.
Hey, I thought you guys caught me. I rolled like shit at the end.
Divot. Holy smokes. You were so stupidly close to taking first place. You
I
came in
wanted to
second.
Teleport.
You didn't even need to, baby. Les, you got third. Trix, you got fourth. And Mary, the race team around your snail is trying to figure out what happened to Nimblefoot and why.
He wants some cotton candy. Taking him to get some.
Better be careful. He'll be executed.
So, Robbie, you have one yourself, and I don't think that these exist in D&D Beyond. So I think maybe the inspiration spot on your sheet would help with this. But you have a potion of advantage.
So I can just force advantage as a bonus action, a free action.
Yeah, just you say I'm gonna use my potion of advantage, and you have advantage on that roll.
Yeah, so you could just.
But can I
check
only
your-
do it pre, not post? Like for example, if I
No,
if I-
you know
if
what?
I-
Because it's such a boon for the game, and it was such a big deal to get first place. I'll let you have the results first, and then roll.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I get the lucky feat for one time.
Yeah, one time.
luck.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
All right. And
I will make an item.
as a consolation prize, the jockey who comes in last
Yes.
receives a magic wand.
Oh.
And do you want me to tell you what it does, or do you want to figure it out when you try to use it? What does the table think? Because this is like a
Well,
table
you know
decision.
what I want. Chaos, chaos, chaos.
Yeah.
I can't wait till you point that at a lich and it makes it permanently smile.
I wouldn't argue with that.
Yeah, I would be in agreement.
Of what? Keeping it secret?
Keeping it secret, yes.
Okay.
But
All right.
does she know how to use it? Like she hits a button and whatever the
Swish
effect
and
happens.
flick.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, yes.
Way to go, Hermione.
Honestly, where have you been?
So,
Leviosa.
Okay, so with that, just add magic wand. I don't know that you can add it like in your inventory on D&D Beyond, just a generic magic wand.
Okay.
But keep a note of it. I think it's in your other tab. You can keep notes for
At
stuff.
the end, I'll have to add mine too, so we'll just go through it together and
Okay.
figure out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It's a non-item from D&D Beyond. So
it is now, if I'm looking at the clock correctly, does that say 10:04?
10:04.
10:04. Right after the snail race, ironically, is where both games will stop for this week.
Ah.
Hey,
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I think you have a table that wants to play more, wife.
I
You want to
know.
play
It's a
more?
good sign. It's a good sign. And I promise next week we'll start on time. There won't be as much.
Oh no, you just throw things at her and she plays longer. I don't know why it works. Hold on, just grab a small piece of paper and see if it works collaboratively.
What do you want to play for like another half hour?
You could ask the table, you know. what my
Does the
perspective
table?
would be.
Because I don't have to get up early tomorrow to go to work. So
I work from home, so
I don't have a curfew,
As
but
long as the pizza place is open until late.
okay, check that because that is important. That's an
So why
important
don't-
piece of
why don't we take a
information.
5
what pizza
regardless?
place?
Well, no, because if we take
Like
a
a
5,
Domino's.
then
Oh,
You know, he literally has like the ultimate connection. And I have the ultimate connection, and she has the ultimate connection
You're
to a
going to
pizza
Domino's.
place.
If you can get me a pizza tonight when we're
it's
done,
closed.
then I won't check.
Womp womp.
But
Yeah, it's
and there it is.
during normal times, you guys have the ultimate pizza.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
at 10:30, maybe not.
and not Sundays.
Yeah.
Monday.
And not Sunday or Monday.
you
Yeah.
could always go to 7-Eleven.
Where is this?
Shame on
Where's
you.
this
Pizza
to?
24 hours a day. Extra cardboard.
All right, we're going to work on the pizza solution. We'll be right back.
Whether you're looking for fun, a place to start a business, or somewhere to raise a family, look no further than Palmetto City. The Lore Corporation. Better designs for a better world.
Live acquisition, Hydro Sapien, full force authorized.
I was the one who could tell that you had potential. I pointed them towards you because you could see this for the tragedy that it is. And if you're willing to make sure that these kind of tragedies don't keep happening, tragedies that could have happened if the Lore Corporation got powers it could never control, then you'll hear me out. This American Monster. A Monster of the Week actual play from This American Dice. Whatever you think you signed up for, kid. You signed up for way more than you can handle. This American Monster, a Monster of the Week actual play podcast from This American Dice. Listen in every Thursday and check us out on thisamericandice.com.
do that, Robbie.
No, that was Robbie. I was like, why am I in two spots? I don't understand. Okay, welcome back. Snail racing. What are we gonna do now?
Let the snail go free.
I picked first. You picked second. You two haven't picked yet.
Yeah. Participated, but not picked.
Oh, hang on. Let
Can
me
we see the
pull the
map?
map. Yeah, sorry. So you're here. You've done this and this
So
Oh.
I didn't get the snail.
and this.
Actually, yeah.
No.
What did happen?
The race team got the snail, but you can go back and visit the snail with cotton candy if you like.
Okay. Can I say bye, Nimblefoot?
Of course.
Okay.
Oh, we're coming back for those snails.
And he he twitches his little like snail antennae. He's like, "Mer, mer."
Yeah.
I'll bring you some
Yeah,
cotton
right.
candy.
Yes. So what does the snail like rolling his eyes? Is just this big like,
Yeah, it's a full body wave.
yeah, right, yeah.
Yeah.
They're just going around.
They just droop.
Wow.
Womp womp.
We need dancing snails.
All right, so you could either roll 20s to see which guy picks, or you could just figure it out one way or the other.
Do you have something in mind?
Can we back out? Can we zoom out a little bit?
Indeed, we
Because
can,
while I was
if
in the
don't
air,
punch
I
that.
saw some.
Yeah, you saw some
Yeah,
shit.
that's right.
I can zoom back in if needed as well.
Because I've got a couple of things that I had in mind. So let's
Go
do
for it.
yours and see where we wind up. Because I've got things all over the map.
Okay.
It really does feel like we're at a carnival. Let's go do this crazy thing.
Right.
Let's walk over here for 20 minutes and go do something stupid.
Do we know what Pixie Kingdom is yet?
You don't. You have not been there. You've been to
That
the
was one of
teapot
things I was
ride.
thinking about too.
You've been to
Yeah.
the Hall of Illusion, and you've done the snail race.
Oh.
I think let's go check out Pixie Kingdom.
Pixie Kingdom.
Can I have one question before we left?
Yeah, of course.
So there was a name being chanted when we walked in.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Is my name at the same level being chanted, or did she do something way more brilliant than I did?
Bevy.
I'm just
Right.
curious.
I mean, the
Well, these are our rivals that I don't know are our rivals yet. I just want to know.
She just punched all the other snails.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Just drug hers by the eye stalks as it was rolling, apparently.
that's not even how Cypress plays,
Yeah.
guys.
so
So mean.
yeah, right. Yeah, yeah. Did Cypress hit all that 20s or like?
Cypress didn't. She had no failures in any of her roles.
So they're probably
And-
not as loud.
A lot of them she beat by 5 or more, which gave her an extra 10 feet of movement on that lap.
So she smoked it.
Yeah, she went. Yeah.
Cypress is now my.
And what's
big
really funny
BG.
is when I played Tomb of Annihilation with that group of girls, it was the same player who won the dinosaur race. So,
Oh my gosh.
yeah,
So she's
a weird
just
thing.
good at races.
yeah.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, like, you think during the Great Battle there won't be a Cypress versus me race of some sort?
I guess we'll find out. All right. So as you guys leave the snail race to chants of bevy, bevy, there's
Take
like
that down. It's just bevy. You're in the thing.
Bevy. Bevy.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Bevy.
as you guys
already.
leave, you see these two girls, and they're like arm in arm, like little girls. They're arm in arm, and they're just kind of like running past you guys. And as you watch them go, you don't really think anything of it, but one of them is carrying this giant balloon, and the balloon is you remember the tie-dye looking balloons that they used to have? Does that ring bells? Okay. So it's one of those, and it's full of helium. It's floating. It's kind of bobbing along, and one of the girls kind of turns back and looks over her shoulder at you guys, and as she does, you notice on second glance that she's wearing like a pig mask, just from like her cheekbones up,
I've seen this movie.
right? Yeah, and.
Oh my God.
cemetery?
The purge.
And when she glances
Right?
over her shoulder, it's that same like unnatural grin that you guys have seen before since you've walked into the carnival. It's unnaturally big. All of her teeth are sharp, like sharpened to points. And when she goes to turn her head back around, you notice that there's like a sheen to her skin that is very unnatural. It looks like she's undead.
Oh.
But once the eye contact is lost with her, it again just goes back to looking like two little girls skipping through the carnival, and they're headed directly towards the Hall of Illusions.
Would there be any similarities to my natural skin?
No,
Okay.
no, there's not. Definitely something though is
Wrong.
yeah,
And they're going to Hall of Illusions.
yeah. That's where they're headed.
Did they resemble the girl that took?
Ooh.
I have no idea what
The girl that
Randolph?
ran.
Reginald? What was his name?
I have no idea.
Harold.
Reuben.
Ruben, yeah. Ruben.
Reginald.
That's right. It was the sandwich.
Give me investigation.
Sandwich
Oh, this actually I can do.
Everybody or?
Nope, just less.
12.
12. 12 is good enough to know that it sort of matches the description that Mary and Trix gave you when they were describing the girl in the mirror. It kind of matches the description. A couple of things seem off here and there, but, for the most part, it sounds very, very familiar.
Can I just can I as a fellow my background is investigator. Can I see him picking up on something and he gets the idea, but I have a moment of knowledge of him picking up something?
Well, that's for you guys to decide, not for me.
Does anybody else find similarities in those girls and what happened in the Hall of Illusion when they happen to be going there?
Of course.
You saw that too.
Indeed.
That was a little bit.
Oh,
of
he said the right
Grandel.
word. Yeah, it had
There's a little Grandel there.
Sorry, I was puffing on a pipe. I got lost in the pipe. Sorry. I definitely I see a fellow investigator. That's something that I definitely not more that I'm more interested in that somebody else picked up on something that I normally would pick up on, because even though I am a shitty reporter, I do investigate. Indeed, yes, indeed. Yes, oh shit! Sorry.
Are you going to... Anyway, that was a different
No,
gesture than when you're tapping the pipe. I understood. I thought you were looking for a vein. I was like,
deeper. Wow.
that took a dark
That
turn.
took
Apologies.
Wrong mirror.
Yeah,
We're not playing Vampire Man.
I know.
Like, that
Whoa.
does not fit in this world.
it really does permeate everything, though, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. A bunch of oak trees shelter this miniaturized fairground that you guys are about to visit. At its heart, you can see a little tiny Ferris wheel with a hamster inside the Ferris wheel that makes it turn.
Oh, that's amazing.
I love the hamster.
And because of the size difference, it would be slow,
can't
right?
have
You would have to. It would look like slow motion. Oh, that's so cool.
Encircled by mini wagons and candy stalls. So the Ferris wheel is kind of inside of all of that stuff. A pixie sits cross-legged in the hollow of a tree at the entrance to this realm.
I like pixies. They're fun.
Notebook.
Did
Taking
you say
note.
there was candy?
A candy stall, yeah.
I'd like to go to that, please.
Cotton candy.
A little tiny one.
Yeah, cotton candy. That makes sense.
All
It's
right.
only this big.
So-
I played a pixie
I
before.
would have brought you more if you had, successfully left the track.
Oh.
And these are,
Oh.
this is going to be a pixie-sized bit of cotton candy. So the snail's going to be like, what?
Although he'd be like, "What?" Oh, then like, "What?"
Fair enough. Okay. So the pixie who's sitting cross-legged watches you all approach, and he uncrosses his legs and he stands up, does his best kind of Tinkerbell hands on hips, and he goes, "Why, hello there, fairgoers. Welcome to the Pixie Kingdom. My name's Jeremy Plum.
Hello, Jeremy Plum.
And how are y'all enjoying the Witchlight Carnival?"
It's amusing.
Just take the inspiration point, man. Like,
No,
seriously, just take it.
Add it. Add it.
No, add it.
Trust me, it's something
At
we
the
both
top.
do in the games.
Yeah, at the top.
It's a. What are you using? A D4 or D8 for inspiration?
No, I get you a D20 whenever you want to use it.
It's
Ooh,
advantage,
ooh, ooh.
basically.
Yeah, when it's lit, when there's something in the box, that means you have one.
Got it.
Just a reminder for you. He says, "Would y'all like to come into the Pixie Kingdom? I am here to tell you that it is by far the best attraction that there is in this whole place."
Well, hell yes, we'd like to come into the Pixie Kingdom.
Well, I do declare we have some fellow pixies among us. And as he says that, he throws pixie glitter all over you all.
That's never coming off.
Yeah.
And
I actually run and I shield our guy that I know can turn invisible. So like, I will take all of the pixie glitter around my shells.
I'm
So-
slightly allergic.
Yeah,
I
right,
just
yeah.
start like twirling it.
Yes.
I still have pixie glitter from when I was a kid. Stuck in my fur. Can't get out. But it looks so cool.
so he flies down from the tree and he hands you each a little tiny potion vial. It's like little tiny.
Thank you.
And he hands it to you. And he's like, "Y'all better drink up if you want to come in here. Y'all are too big right now."
Oh, Alice.
I
One
would
gets
like
you
to.
bigger.
I would like
one
to
gets you
transform
smaller.
into the guy that we're talking to.
Okay.
How large are you currently?
I can transform into medium or small.
Pixie would be
Tiny,
smaller
isn't
than
it?
small.
Smaller than small.
Yeah.
Darn.
In fact, it changes the kind of weapons. The only reason I know is I just played a pixie.
Gotcha.
Yeah. In fact, but how you anyway. It's but
No,
you
it's
could,
all
you could get you could be like dogs. You could be an Olaf size of him, but he'd be like this. Like,
Okay. Yeah, no worries.
bigger.
Then I'll just drink the potion.
Okay.
I just look at him and ask, how long does this last?
It's going to last y'all for 1 hour, so I suggest getting inside as quick as possible to make sure that you have enough time to enjoy.
Okay.
I'll drink some.
I'll chug it.
But
I'll
I
drink
leave a
it.
little for Moose.
Okay.
And give him some too.
Perfect.
Or
Yeah,
you
I'll
could
check.
ride
oh
Moose
no,
into it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Moose could be
All of
a
a
mouse.
They're on the
sudden,
same
Wait,
size.
can
Moose is
pixies
now-
fly?
no, not turning you into a pixie. It's just
No, it's
reducing
just
Yeah,
size.
they're just
Right.
shrinking you.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I don't want Moose to have any, as long as he can go inside.
Okay, yeah,
You
of
get to
course.
ride him.
Yeah, I was going to say,
You
you
don't
get to
have a
ride
mouse.
him.
Your nimble lightning or whatever.
I do want to give you guys a heads up because I don't want to forget it and I don't want to mess it up. But while you are tiny, you're going to have disadvantage on strength checks and saving throws.
So it's the same
So,
I was
condition
gonna
of
say I pretty
reduced
much
mental.
already
Yeah.
have that.
yeah, right. And your weapons will do 2d4 less damage.
I have a
Should you need
scroll
them.
and a pipe.
Yeah. Okay. So as you shrink down, it's it's not an uncomfortable experience, but it's definitely kind of like messing with your equilibrium. Like the difference in the size of things is quite jarring as you go inside. But soon you get into like the actual fairgrounds inside of the Pixie Kingdom, and things start to ease off. That uncomfortable, mind bent feeling starts to go away. And after the noise and chaos of the snail race, the Pixie Kingdom is incredibly tranquil. It feels like an oasis after what you guys just went through. The air is filled with sweet blackberry wine and flower blossoms. That's all that you can smell while you're in there. It smells amazing. And there are 8 fairy doors that are all painted and nestled in the bark around the base of the surrounding trees. So like different trees would have like 1 or 2 of these doors painted in them.
I look over to Trix. Click to my. Like, when's the last time that you were in the Pixie Kingdom?
Oh, it's been a really long time. It was when I was a kid, when I was still in the Feywild. And I never went to the Pixie Kingdom. I just knew some pixies.
Oh, that's right. I'm picking a scap I'm not aware is there. He got kicked out from being when he was a child, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'd continue. Well, no, I wouldn't know. So,
Yeah.
I mean, like, what are your best memories of the Pixie? When's the last time that you were there?
Oh, I was real little. And I just remember the glitter. And they were littler than me, which made me feel big, and it was fun.
Did your family get kicked out of the Pixie area, or much of my viewers don't know much about the Feywild, and to have a subject that is so engrossed. Like, what was your understanding of? Were you removed, or did it move? Did the actual land move? What? Like, why were there so little trips or little moments? We see a person from the Feywild, and unfortunately, with our low understanding, we think that you all know each other, all combined. Was there a war
No, we
between
don't.
the goat people and
It's a
the
big
winged
place.
people?
It's a big place. Like
Well,
this.
I don't know to dive deeper, so I wouldn't go. I wouldn't go deeper. But
Yeah.
like, yeah.
Yeah, we didn't get kicked out. We were friends with the pixies.
All it says is goat people like pixies.
They don't all know each other.
Yeah. Apparently, they aren't friendly.
Oh,
with
you
each
wait
other.
till I get my words back.
Okay. So 12 pixies reside here in the Pixie Kingdom during carnival hours. Each pixie is very, very friendly, very excited to meet new people. And there are a couple of things inside the Pixie Kingdom that cost you a ticket punch. You do have an opportunity, like the pony rides when you're a little tiny kid and you can jump on the pony and it goes around in a circle, right? You can do that. Except it's an excitable pug, and his name is Pinecone.
I love Pinecone.
Right.
Do you think I could convince him to leave?
I mean,
I'm starting to see a theme.
right. I mean,
Mary might be a rogue.
Yeah.
She's trying to steal stuff.
But for souls.
Yeah.
of course, the centerpiece of the fairy kingdom is that Ferris wheel that you can.
Who had the pick? Who? So I mean, like, it's up to you, Goat Man.
I don't know if it was Tricks or not. I'm sorry.
Oh, you guys both saw the same place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So was it Trix or was it Divot that actually chose? Because that makes the most.
I think I chose. At one
I think so too. Yeah.
So that means that you're the last one to choose. So you get the last choice, and that means we've all chosen.
Yeah. No. All of these things are inside of the Pixie Kingdom.
Oh,
You don't
yeah,
have to
yeah,
make
yeah.
a decision about what to go to
But
here.
I figured that like
You can
the
do it all.
choice should also equal the second choice when it comes to a kingdom.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like, if you chose, like, hey, we're gonna go. Oh, and there's 12 options. So well, I guess my choice didn't matter. I mean, like,
Well, also, like you all don't have to wait in a queue to take a ride around a track on Pinecone. Like one person can do that, and you guys can go and do something else.
I got a pine cone.
Dibs.
Sounds exciting.
Sounds exciting. All right.
He wants to make sure Mary doesn't steal it.
yeah.
Right.
Just eyeing him from.
So this Shatterkai dark elf
Yeah.
is going to
Right upon.
very amused.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah. He's having the most bizarre evening.
Giggling all the way.
like you have all these friends.
Yeah. It's amazing.
Look, Ma,
Oh,
no
man.
hands.
It's like you're a moon drow. It's
Or
incredible.
something. Yeah.
In fact, I think you could serve the same mistress.
What are you talking about?
Well, the moon drow, like the naked lady that dances in the moonlight, makes everyone happy. Shatterkai and moon drow have like a little bit of a crossover. It's
Oh,
possible
I see
that-
what you're saying.
Possible that he serves the same, gets his sneak attack abilities, and because he's an arcane trickster, like there's a
That's the
possibility.
Raven Queen.
Yeah, it
for
all
you,
comes from the
though.
Raven
Yeah,
Queen.
right.
Queen,
Oh,
yeah.
Raven Queen specific. Yeah,
Yeah.
never mind. Sorry, I was fanboying.
You were. You were well actuallying. Without well
Can I
actuallying.
borrow those real quick?
Okay. So you want to go and jump on Pinecone?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. So you get your little ticket punched, and it's where's that note? It should be right here. Post-it notes don't let me down now. Okay, no problem. All right,
It looks like John Winchester's notebook.
it does right? Like, look how psycho this is. Okay, so you actually have to get up on steps to be able to climb onto the back of Pinecone. And, there's one pixie in particular who seems to be able to soothe and calm Pinecone to keep him chill.
This is a ya moment.
Yeah. So this is the pixie that is in the middle of the ring.
Bardic
has
inspiration.
no problem.
Send
has
right over.
Yeah.
the
Actually, before you go, like, is he in a gate? Like a
what? No, he's at a little stall, and
rodeo?
you go and
Like
you
a rodeo.
climb on top.
Yeah, right.
No, it's not like a bucking bronco thing. No, it's just a little platform, and then he's gonna climb onto him, and he's gonna go off in his little circle, like when you're a kid and you get on the
Like
little
pony
pony
rides.
rides.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm terrified
It's
for you,
One
so
hand
I'm coming
holding
over.
on the other hand.
Yeah.
We
right.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
So you get a +4 if you need it.
Yeah.
To anything.
Okay.
No, not a +4. A roll of a d4.
So the pixie helps you climb onto Pinecone and gives you a few rules, like don't like pull on his ears and like don't pull on his whiskers and stuff like that. Just general be nice to the animal stuff. And off you go. So give me another animal handling check.
Sorry.
don't touch his bulgy eyes.
Plus a d6 if you want it, not a d4. D6.
We'll stay with just the animal check, right? Or animal handling. 8
Yep.
plus 1, so 9.
9.
You might want to use it.
Yeah. You said +4?
+6. No, you have to roll
I wouldn't
it.
waste it on this.
D6.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I wouldn't waste it.
Well,
on
that's
this.
what I was worried about. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't waste it on
All
this.
right.
I would keep it. Okay, so you start with the walking, and he does get kind of excited the way that pugs do. Like the tongue comes out of the side of his mouth, and his eyes go like kind of snaky. Exactly, he makes that snorting noise that they make, and he kind of does, that really weird like prance that dogs do sometimes when they're very excited, but they're like looking to you to confirm the level of excitement that they're supposed to have. It's like
the high
that
step that horses are trained to do.
yeah, it's not quite a canter like that, but it's like, yeah, like you can tell that this is like a little
buzz.
It's like
ball
confident,
of energy, and he is just excited to meet a new friend, go for this little walk.
He
Like
is a pug.
this little guy is pumped,
He wants to sniff your butt.
right? And you don't really experience any problem. You go around the thing a couple of times. You have a chat with the guy in the middle of the ring. Everything seems pretty normal as it could be. You're in a pixie kingdom and you're like 2 inches tall, but things seem to be pretty chill. It's a lovely experience with Pinecone. He's a lovely, excitable pug. Nothing really crazy happens though,
Great. And I had a blast.
and like the best time. Yeah,
When you're
Can I
bonding
ask
with
that
your group.
pixie a question?
sure.
Hey, was that some kind of a record? Because he was on there for a really long time. And I know sometimes you can't ride them for a really long time because they jump around and you fall off.
Yeah, well, sometimes you just got to make sure you got a good handle on them, and I like to think that I'm one of the good handlers.
So did he set a record?
I don't think you set a record, no.
Oh,
I thought there was a buzzer that's supposed to go off after 8 seconds.
That's what I'm talking
you're-
about. Sometimes they
yeah.
fall off.
Yeah, it's not that kind of ride.
We picked a kid right.
Crap.
Wow.
That's
All
not
right.
as exciting.
Do I overhear all this? Like the conversation with
Were
all
you
of
like
them?
right
Well,
there?
Trix talks very loud.
Yeah.
I'm bit-
He's excitable. I'm trying not to scream into the mic.
So, I know you finally have a mic that fits you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great. Dearest a pug wrestler, are there more? I've seen many like amazing boons come out of this carnival of yours. Incredible. Is there a place in your fantastic pixie kingdom that gives good boons?
Boons?
For example, when I hold out the potion I have, this is practically priceless on the outside. Is anything like this for our companions to engage in?
Well, here in the Pixie Kingdom, we really do like to just be real friendly with folks and make sure everybody's having a good time.
Oh, I'm having a fantastic time, in fact.
Well, is that not enough of a boon for you, sir?
Oh, you know what? I'm absolutely... have you seen him? He didn't smile before we got into here. Like... yeah, I mean, like... And I have a +7 to deception, so I'm fairly sure that passed. Like... They're like, no, we're having just the world's best time. And can I be honest with you?
It is a rule of the Witchlight Carnival.
Yes. We've all lost something. Look very sad. He seems to have found something I don't think you've ever wanted, but perhaps you could point us in the direction within your small in stature but giant within standing kingdom.
Just give me a second, because I have a thing that I could.
Are you looking for like a farm of boons?
I'm just bullshitting. Come with me.
It would be a boon farm.
No, noise cannot be formed. That could be interesting.
So what you probably ought to do is head over to Lost Property and check in with Dear Larung.
Write all of this down. Dare Larung lost property.
Yeah. Don't be alarmed.
Oh, I don't want to leave this kingdom. This
Dear
kingdom seems
Larung
awesome.
is a large cat, sort of.
A cat?
Sort of.
Oh, pixies wouldn't like cats. Like meow meow meow.
He's sort of a cat.
Moose is like getting irritated at the mention of like cat. Ugh.
You're right.
Really? Oh, you have a rat friend.
Mouse.
Mouse.
Sorry.
Sir.
Moose mouse.
Lost property.
Who are we talking to again? The pug?
Yeah, no, the
pug.
pixie, the pixie with the bug.
Handles the
Yeah.
I knew that much, but
Yeah, right.
was it male or female pixie?
Male.
Okay.
Sometimes it's hard to tell.
Now, sir, would you define this cat as a cool cat? Or
I mean, less cool cat, maybe a little more. I believe the term is displacer beast.
displacer
Oh
beast?
shit.
So
Do I know that? Now that I actually have my history back and nature. Actually, you would know what a hell displacer cat was.
I do.
What is it? I have history. I have plus to history. And
Yeah. What's your
I have
plus
a
nature?
One.
I got 4.
To nature?
Yeah,
Plus
I think,
3.
I think that would be more nature than anything knowing what the displacer beast is.
Okay. Do I know what that is?
have you ever seen one?
I don't know. I don't know what I don't know.
Have I?
Right. You tell me.
Where did they come from?
Yeah. So what's your? So you are human,
Yes.
right? And you came from the material plane. Your parents did experiment though on animals.
Oh shit! I didn't know that part of your backstory.
Yeah.
You weren't paying
You weren't
attention?
listening.
Well, I do
I was
just
vague.
in
Who's trying to
general.
take notes? Excuse me. I need red yarn.
I think that came
I'll
up when
bring
you were
you some.
helping Divot with his character creation.
Actually, my
Oh, right.
husband-
Yeah. It's entirely possible that you may have heard stories of them, but I don't think that you've ever come face to face with one.
Okay. Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So tell me this, Sir Pixie. Is this good folk or bad folk we're going to be dealing with?
Well, with the displacer beast?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they have him guarding the lost stuff. He can't be all bad.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I mean, people leave their children with him.
Better than a blink dog.
Now, that's a creature.
Hold on. Would he know about a displacer beast?
Are we?
Being Feywild? Kill a lot of his people.
I may have an idea of it. I don't think that Trix has ever met one.
Yeah, because you would left when
you
you were
left
so
there early,
young.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I know?
I was going to say, I've studied a lot of random stuff, but
Are beasts of the Feywild stuff that you would have.
Changeling's Feywild.
Yeah, I
right?
think.
Changeling is completely Feywild. You're actually very alien even to the Feywild.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I've just studied a lot of random stuff as part of being in the church. I don't know if that would cover that. It'd be adjacent, I guess, but that's a your call thing. That's all good.
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, give me your history.
+4. So, you want to roll it?
Yeah.
Roll it.
17 + 4, 21.
21. You do know that, and we were looking into displacer beasts, right?
Yes.
Okay. So you know that they are incredibly powerful. You know that one being in the material plane is highly unusual.
Very.
And you know that some people do use them to guard treasure.
In fact, our guy from the Underdark, right?
Mm-hmm.
You would either have a tooth of it, or you'd be very afraid of it.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So is this like an awakened displacer beast? 'Cause I know
You
they're-
could say
they're more
most.
animalistic.
You could say most things in the Witchlight Carnival are awakened at some level.
This
Yeah,
is at the lost property.
yeah, that's where he is.
Yeah, that's a. It's not a level 3 person thing to take out.
So
We go later.
the pixie in the middle of the ring gestures over to the big Ferris wheel and suggests, if you haven't been on a Ferris wheel run by a hamster, that is some
That
stuff.
looks like a lot of fun. I wanted to do that one.
Yeah, you need to go check that out.
Anybody else want to come?
Does it cost a hole punch?
No, now that you're
Now
in
that
and
we're
you've done a
in,
thing,
so
yeah,
now we can do it all.
you can do it all. Yeah.
Well, of course. Then let's all.
Yeah.
I want to
let's do
hop
it.
on to Moose and ride him over there.
Okay.
Well, that's fantastic. That's
Fantastic.
Right.
When he gets
Yes.
over there, I want him to give the hamster a little wave of like
Hello.
Hey,
little
cousin.
road buddies.
Right? Yeah, that's great. So as you guys are traveling through the Pixie Kingdom, one of the things that you didn't notice when you were big is this Pixie Palace. It's made entirely of old cocoon husks that have been like sewn together. It's beautiful, and they have lighting and all that kind of stuff inside of it, dancing lights and all of that kind of light the whole thing from the
So
inside.
it doesn't look bug-like. It looks imperial, but just made out of bug pieces.
Exactly.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, very well built. Some serious pixie construction happened here on that one.
That's awesome.
So you get over to the Ferris wheel, and there's another pixie there. She immediately puts you guys on the ride, and the hamster starts going. And
Are we all on our own little?
yeah, it's like two per bucket.
I look over to Diffit and be like, we've already been on a ride together. All right, I will go less. We should all get to know each other better, right?
Sure. Yep.
And she has a rat, so she can ride with her rat.
I'll ride with Moose, please,
And then-
if he fits.
If he fits.
Tricks and I.
And then the satyr and the drow. I feel like that's a show title.
Satyr.
Satyr
The
and
odd
the drow.
couple. Yeah, it's definite. Defined happy, defined sad.
Yeah, I like it. I'm into it. Okay, so as the ride starts to turn, the hamster is just, having a time, happy to meet new friends, and every time you pass him, he chats a little bit more of a conversation. So he learns all of your names.
Oh, he's
yeah.
the showrunner.
Yeah. No, he's not the showrunner. He's the running the Ferris wheel, though. He's inside
yeah,
of making
right.
it move. Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. So he introduces himself. Hi, my name's Biscuit. What's y'all's names?
I'll nudge Les.
My name's Liz.
Liz, nice to meet you. What brings you into the Fairy Pixie Kingdom today?
Oh, we're just looking for a good time.
Oh, well, you came to the right place. How you enjoying my Ferris wheel? And as it's passed,
I go. Can I get one more in before you pass?
no, he was
All right, fair enough. I'm like,
Yeah.
do other haps? Shit.
exactly. That's how it goes. So Mary and Moose, your card comes by next, and he's like, "Well, hello. I wasn't expecting so many people to come in here today. We are so excited to see you.
Hello, how are you doing?
I am well. My name is Biscuit. What is your name?
Hi, Biscuit. My name's Mary.
Mary. And who is your adorable little companion?
This is Moose.
Moose. And how are y'all today? Y'all enjoying the carnival?
We're doing so good.
So good. And you pass him.
You guys back and forth are like really.
Oh, it's so hard for me. It's like Brooklyn. Like if I hear Italian, like I'm just stuck.
Yeah. So the third basket with Trix and Divot comes by, and Biscuit is like, "Oh my goodness, there are even more. Why, hello and welcome. You are some handsome gentlemen.
Why, thank you.
Why, you are welcome. My name is Biscuit.
Hi, Biscuit. I'm Trix.
4,
Hi, Trix.
3.
I'm Divot.
Divot, how are you doing?
I'm okay.
Oh, you should have said abused.
Right.
That was the second one.
I said I'm okay. but I'm amused.
Well, amused is the very least that we can ask for and try to strive for here in the Pixie Kingdom inside of the Witchlight Carnival. I wonder, have you heard any rumors in the carnival yet?
No?
No. First basket comes back around. And Biscuit is, at this point, just going to start spewing like a stream of consciousness. And as you guys come through, you're going to catch little pieces of it, okay? The first basket... Yes, write this down. The first basket is talking about how Burley the Bugbear. You know my good friend Burley, he's a bugbear. You all ought to try to meet him when you can. He likes to talk philosophy with the swans. Brains and brawn, that one.
All right. I'm going to write this down after the episode.
Okay. So that's the piece of information that you guys hear in your basket. The second,
I can't imagine why I would be able to do that.
The second basket with Mary and Moose, you learn that Candlefoot, he is a mime here in the Witchlight Carnival. Oh. He and Palasha, have you met her yet?
No.
No, well, Palasha is a mermaid, darling. She's a mermaid. And they are in love. And don't you know that Candlefoot, he went and he proposed one day? We was all there. We saw the whole thing. It was tragic, let me tell you. Oh. It was so tragic, in fact, that he started to propose, and then he just up and lost his voice. He hasn't spoken a word since, and Palasha, my dear, is beside herself, as you can imagine.
You don't say.
Here she goes by.
Did I hear that? Or she heard that?
She heard that.
Okay. Yeah, they're basket specific.
Yeah.
They're basket specific.
Yeah.
Should have read and writ the rat.
Mouse, sir.
Sorry.
All right, and the basket with I want to call you Strix so badly, and it doesn't make any sense. Okay, Trix and Divot. You guys, he tells you that everyone in this carnival is on the lookout for a kenku. You know what they are? Mm-hmm. They're big old bird people.
Yep.
Yeah, big old bird people. People are looking out. This kenku is nothing but a troublemaker. And what we are hearing is that she is using magic to disguise herself inside of the carnival. Can you imagine? I don't even want to know what would happen if Mr. Light and Mr. Witch caught her.
She have a name?
And your basket keeps going. But no name. And you guys continue, and it's just like not really information comes your way. The piece of information that you got was the point of the Ferris wheel ride, but she continues to embellish in her very Southern Belle way.
But you think you could think got the heart of it in the first one?
Exactly, yeah. Yeah. You got basically the information that needed to be...
The one I need to know is about that one, so...
I imagine are we off the ride? Are we gonna get off the ride?
Yeah, so maybe 2 more turns, and then you guys can all get off of the ride. Yeah. And before you leave, Biscuit says, "Are any of you all hungry?"
Do you have cotton candy?
Yes, we got cotton candy. We got cucamelon sandwiches. If you haven't had a cucamelon sandwich, my dear, you need to head over to the carts. They're right over there. I can smell them from here. They smell so good.
I don't even know that. Ask the question I want to, so yes, I will go have a sandwich.
Well, aren't you just grumpy? You look like you could use
no. I definitely
Thumbleberry top for you, my dear.
I am not grumpy. I just did not get to hear the information that I know to act on. Yeah, right.
So bad. Okay. So you guys all get off the ride.
We're getting falafel.
Biscuit continues, so you guys are going to go over to the
falafel stand.
The falafel stand?
Yeah.
Right.
On our way to the food stand, I would share our...
Yes, what we heard.
Yeah.
And hopefully somebody else shares what they heard as well.
It is a chatty hamster.
Okay, so... spoken about a failed engagement. Do you think that's what we witnessed?
Between a mime and a mermaid?
Seems
Well,
very
I mean, he
familiar, does it
didn't
not?
say shit. And I mean,
Did she
I mean,
have a
have you
fin?
seen the writings of Ariel?
No.
It's a mermaid that got feet.
And let me just tell you,
Right?
we are
And we're back.
these people
Number
are from,
3.
You know how hard it was for me to deliver that straight. Like,
these people are from the Feywild.
but it was 2 halflings. That's what you said.
Let me just tell you how easy it is to transform into something else.
No.
Tell us.
Step 1 is it begin in your feet.
All you
I
have to
wanna-
do is think about it.
I want to, yeah, exactly. I want to walk into a bathroom and then walk out and transform into a very, I guess, small version of the halfling, a comparable size.
Got it.
halfling that we saw.
It doesn't show me anything. Is it about the toilet paper or I mean, like, what happens in there?
Well, we're dealing with creatures of the magical variety who I'm guessing have abilities that
So you think
are
there's...
similar or exceed my own.
So do you think that a rumor that we've gotten has nothing to do with the halfling couple we saw split apart?
No, I think it has everything to do. I think they might be cursed to reenact.
Constantly,
Yeah.
forevermore, and for whose enjoyment or benefit?
I mean, there are a few people that seem to enjoy the chaos that the Witchlight Carnival brings.
Do you-
Mr.
do you-
Light and Witch, or Mr. and Mrs. I don't know, something.
You set out.
Messers.
You set out with me,
Witchlight.
Divot. Do you remember what time it was when when all of that horribleness transpired?
Drop any time. Anytime. Just pick a random time.
9:35.
Exactly. Is he right?
That was it.
It's a very amusing.
He's got to be right.
Oh, it's all
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Just to pick any time.
He
You
said it, it's right.
Yeah, you've asked him an arbitrary question.
He
so
had
he
1 out of a billion. He
gave
could've
you an
possibly hit.
answer.
No, I mean, well, but what if we stopped it? What if we just didn't let the hideous laughter coming off of the dress happen? Look, we've been told that we've all been stolen something. That's right. I mean, like, yes, all of this is fantastic and wonderful and exceptionally magical. I mean, I'm currently much larger. I look down my shell, be like, yes, everything's the same size, but I'm a lot smaller. Like, I want, yeah. Like, we need to realize that, like, something has been taken, and we have a chance, my friends, to get it back. Shouldn't we lean into these things, reasons or correspondence? We saw a couple destroy themselves, and a man only being hurt by its ring, and it's from your tricks. Like, perhaps does that have nothing to do with what we're looking for?
But the guy walked into a mirror. He's not here.
Well, apparently it happens every day.
Yeah, but what if he is? What if he is here?
I don't know. We tried to follow. We couldn't. He disappeared.
I sure couldn't get through the mirror. And Moose couldn't either.
Nope. Moose tried
We,
to.
we were out of it,
Moose is powerful. He's really smart.
and quite large right now. By the way, if I've offended, I'm so sorry. Are we good?
He just yeah, he'll give you a little paw.
A little
Like a
fist bump.
That's
Yeah, right?
fantastic. Please ask him what kind of treat he could use next time. Yeah, that's all. That's the best idea I got.
Okay. So I think that we will close on you guys kind of enjoying some thimbleberry wine, having some cucumber sandwiches, and what was it? Thimbleberry tarts as well. I think that's a
Didn't know
good
about
spot.
the tarts.
Yeah, the tarts were part of it.
Man, I take back my entire last turn. If I would have known about the tarts.
So this is the Witchlight Carnival. This is Wizards and Wine. If you stayed with us through the chaos, bless your heart.
Yeah, Trix
And-
also eats the cup and the plates that they
The
come
cups
with.
and the plates.
Yeah,
It's
goat
incredible.
person.
Yeah,
Perfect.
right. Very well done. Next Monday, you will get into the second game with the girls back in Halifax. And then
Team
the week after
Canada.
that, we are back here at the table for Wizards and Wine and our humble take on the Witchlight Carnival.
Who beat me? Who beat me?
What?
What?
The one that the stadium still voice rings of.
Oh, Cyprus?
Cyprus, I'm coming for you.
She's on the hill.
Oh, man.
And I will get an animal from this carnival sometime.
Oh, I
Some way.
we're getting those. I mean, like, you kidding me?
I will free something.
Yo, no catchphrase yet?
No catchphrase yet.
That can't be your catchphrase.
What?
No catchphrase.